how we do. Wednesday night main event, baby.
Here we go. It's the Wednesday night main event with the Cowboys Can Fam podcast.
Like Canadian fan.
Like Canadian
Crack 'em
fan.
if you got
Crack 'em
'em.
if you got 'em, son.
Crack him if you got him, son.
We are.
AJ, why are we Can fan? Why are we Can fan?
I hope I
'Cause
got
we're
it right because this is what I
Canadian
tell
fans.
everyone. You know, like Canadian fan.
You know,
How's it
like
going,
Can
fellas?
fans.
Wednesday.
Here's the thing with that, because what you're talking about is a little behind baseball. When you're talking about a moment when was this our first trip?
The first trip, the first Cowboys Thanksgiving trip, we have the video on the pre-roll.
We have the video on the pre-roll, and someone asks,
Hey,
Can Fan, what's
Can Fan? You guys got a podcast? Can Fan? What's Can Fan?
And I just tried to explain it to them, which to me makes sense, but obviously it doesn't make sense. Like I was like, you know, like Canadian fan, Can Fan, which is what it stands for, but you know
what's
the person looked at me with fucking glossy eyes.
Okay.
They've been tailgating since 8 a.m.
That's
It's funny,
true.
actually. A guy at work today, because I'm working out of town, and they were like, "Oh, we should go for wings tonight." I was like, "Bro, I'm recording." They're like, "Recording what?" I was like, "Oh, my podcast." And he's like, "Oh yeah, what was the name of it again?" I got to write it down. I was like, "Cowboys Can Fan." And instantly he was like, "Oh, like Canadian fan?" I was like, "What?"
See, there you go.
Okay, I guess he gets it. I guess he gets it.
Now
So
it
what's
means
up?
so much more.
So what is up, fellas? Ad basically just got home, 15 minutes ago? That's why
Yep.
we're rolling. Do we even have a set time? We're kind of at this set area of time, like
Yep.
between 6:30. AJ's there. I'm out of town. We're gonna be on our 7th mock of the year.
And this time, I hope we're gonna get Mock Pit for the second
hope-
time.
Well,
Machi baby.
that's a little thing that we're going to be doing different. We're bringing on our boy EJ Savage, who looks like he's coming on video for the
Whoa.
first time.
What? EJ's
My
okay.
he's
Yes,
got
sir.
a
Yes,
backer?
sir.
Okay,
Oh, and he's got a mic.
Okay,
Wow,
give me 1 second, fellas.
Ads-
let me sauce this up. I wasn't
So EJ
expecting EJ Will McClay Savage to be on screen, and I love it.
It's all right.
Just had a party crash.
there he is.
We appreciate what we're going to be doing is going through EJ Savage's top 30 board, which when I was making out the document that's going to help walk us through this a little bit, I noticed your board, dude, is quite a bit different than a lot of people's boards that I was using to like get a little bit of stats from these guys. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe, and I don't want to just jump into it if you had something else you wanted to speak about, but
There was a bit of Cowboy stuff that I did want to talk about prior
let's do that.
to
Let's do that.
to jumping in. I did put it in the chat here. Now I gotta jump over to it here quickly. The main one of the big ones I saw was Skip Bayless talking about how Tony Pollard's injury is a career ender. And
What?
it kind of caught me off guard here. Like Tony Pollard, Cowboys injuries are career threatening, says Skip Bayless. Like, who the fuck is this dude? that kind of shit drives me nuts. What did he get? Was it a fibula or tibula that he broke?
You know, when Tony's on the field, he's gonna be running faster than my Micah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I just pulled up that article, Anth.
Yeah,
But-
so I just don't get Skip Bayless. I mean, I get it. He's supposed to make headlines, and as I typed in Cowboys news today, that was one of the main headlines that came up, and I was like, this guy sometimes just needs to shut the hell up. Is how I felt.
Yeah, you look, he's going for clicks, and he's getting them. He's getting one more from us, okay?
I just want to comment EJ Savage on that gorgeous beard of his.
Been growing up.
There he is.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm getting? Have you ever watched the show The Boys? I'm getting
The Boys, yep.
I'm getting some Soldier Boy vibes right now. Like you just woke up out, you just got released from that cryogenic
sir.
chamber, and you said first thing I had to do was hop on the podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah. I like
Yes, sir.
having a face. I like having a face to the voice. EJ Savage, aka at BoysNtheZone. How's it going? Welcome to the cast. Finally, we got a face. I like it. This feels more personal, and now I feel like I'm going to take your suggestions more seriously because I can see your facial expressions every time you make them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just glad to be on the show, guys, and break down this top 30 list. I had a top 50 list, but it was a little late notice, so AJ could only throw together the top 30. But glad to get into it and do the mock draft. What would this be? 7.0.
Yeah.
7.0.
7.0.
I think he's been on
7.0.
I think you've been on all except for one. You and I
There's
both.
the two that me, the
One or
that
two.
me and Anth did.
Yeah.
By our where it was just us.
Yeah.
But
Super awkward. Super awkward. It was like we were baiting, looking at each other. That's what it felt like.
Well, I was. But
Good old mock bait.
I do want to get. Here's the thing with the Cowboys pick at 26. I do want to get the rest of the 50 because a lot of the guys on the board and on this top 30 are going to probably not be there. So, I think it would be cool to be looking at maybe in the next time we have Young, because I think we're planning that on the 19th if it works out.
Yeah.
But,
By then, I'll probably have my top 100 put together. So
shit. I mean, we
Zegama Beach.
Yep.
we can roll through as many as we can get then.
So
yeah,
sorry, EJ, just before
No,
we
go
hop
ahead.
into draft stuff, guys, is there any other Cowboys news? Anything else that anyone wants to talk about before
Yeah,
we
I do.
hop right in?
What about that saucy? And you guys, when I shared it with you guys, you thought it was an April Fool's Day, even though it was dated April 3rd. Rumor has that there's a possibility, or at least this came from either ESPN or Sports Illustrated, that Derrick Henry could possibly be a Cowboy. Do you love it, hate it, or you think it's just bullshit kind of Cowboy rumor talk?
Are they saying for like a trade or a cut?
Well, it doesn't sound like it was going to be for a trade. It sounds almost as though
They were saying he was a cut casualty.
yeah.
Definitely not in on the trade. If he was cut, I mean, depends on what he would want to come in here for, but I'd be open to it. I mean, Derrick Henry's still a beast. He'd be a really great compliment to TP, and I'd be all for it at the right price.
Yep.
Dude, if we sign Derrick Henry, I'm finally getting that lower back tattoo. Cowboys Super Bowl champs right on the lower back, arching it every single game, son.
Yeah. What about the thought with DeAndre Hopkins not getting any momentum for any of the trade? So no one's wanted the second round trade.
Mm.
Do you think that after draft he could possibly still be an option for the Cowboys, specifically if Arizona has to eat something like $22 million of his contract, of his $27 million? So the Cowboys could possibly sneak him up for a fairly good price and get that veteran wideout. Do you think that's still on the table, or are we past D-Hop, boys?
I'm past. Like,
Yeah.
but like I wouldn't say no to it. But what are we gonna get? Like, what's the like? What's the deal? If it's another Brandon Cooks deal,
Well, no,
and we end
yeah,
up
sorry.
for $4 million.
Sorry. I should have said it. It's not a trade. It's literally the Cardinals. If no one's going to trade him, they're probably just going to have to release him. So he could just be a cut.
Yeah,
So
the
that's
only
where they
thing with that is with Hopkins, he's not going to play special teams. We're not going to cut Turpin because, unless we can get somebody in the draft that can fill his role. And obviously D-Hop isn't going to be a kick returner or a punt returner. So really you'd have to basically be saying that, hey, Tolbert, your contract right here is just getting thrown to the wayside. Hopefully he can clear waivers and get to the practice squad. But yeah, I don't really see a spot for him.
Clutch Sports Talk is in our TikTok chat, and he's saying Hopkins is getting moved draft night. And then he's saying
I can see that.
Zay Flowers. So I guess the talk about Zay Flowers possibly being a Cowboy is kind of what's making the rounds.
I don't know. I'm kind of at the only wide receiver that I want at 26 would be Quentin Johnston. Any of the other guys, I think could work if they're, and I hate to, this is as cliche as it gets at this time of the year. If they're the best player, obviously you take them. But I honestly feel like our wide receiving core is pretty short up. I would love, obviously I would have loved D-Hop, but with Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, even Jalen Tolbert possibly getting a chance, I think our wide receiver room looks way better than it did last year going into the season. So I don't know if we need to target it round one, but obviously if a player falls to the Cowboys, they've been pretty good at drafting wide receivers in the first round. So I'll dig it if they go with Flowers, I guess.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground, Eric in YouTube says EJ is looking
Dorado.
like a handsome bearded version of Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'll take it.
And then he has a question for EJ. What was it like growing up the son of WWE legend Randy Macho Man Savage? Get it, EJ?
Nice.
Hey man, it was.
everyone loves the fact that you're on video chat
Oh,
tonight, EJ.
Hey, I
including us.
appreciate it. I told my wife, man, I have to get on video and I have to get my mic set up. Because I made music in the past and my mic be. So then I just bought a little webcam for my computer and
Now you're
hopefully
there.
it's good enough quality. So
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, for a while there, we were talking. We're like, guaranteed he's super ugly. Doesn't want to go on camera. Probably such an ugly. Just kidding.
there you go.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
We never said
Just
that.
kidding.
But
We've never
it was
said
kinda
that.
like that mystery thing. It's like Willie, won't he? So
Like that
it's-
love is blind
Yeah.
through the wall. You know, if you got a wife, you're watching that with her. So
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
wall like a glory hole.
Yeah.
with the amount of decisions we make, with the amount
Based
of
on looks,
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's only
EJ
natural.
passes.
It's only
EJ
natural.
passes. A+. I'm gonna say that. A+. So, okay, going in. I don't know. Do we just dive in now? We've talked a little.
Well,
we
look-
Ad got his question, or what do we got? what
Well,
are we doing
we have
here?
the big board from EJ. Do you want to go through it? Is that what we want to go through first before
Yeah,
draft?
good
Yeah,
call.
I mean, look,
prior.
I don't think there's any other massive news. And
Yeah.
and there's 30 players that we can go through. So let's
Well-
just have some fun with it. And if there's nothing to say, we move on. If we have something to say, or we can.
there
hop-
was that Twitter post by Ant on Twitter about who is the scariest opponent for next year. He had the
Ooh,
Bills, the Niners, and the Eagles as options. If you're a listener, go ahead and follow CanFan on Twitter and also reply to that tweet.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boys
you
in
go.
the zone. Sorry,
Yeah.
I always say boys in the zone.
Boys in the
AJ,
Yes, sir.
AJ, why don't you get that up on the screen there, my friend?
I am up.
Oh, sorry.
I got.
Oh, Adam, why
Adam
don't you
needs-
do your job?
Adam needs another arm or two, and then he'll.
So, Ant,
keep
do you want
going.
to start us off?
So for me, if I had to pick out of these three teams who the toughest opponent is between the Bills, the Niners, and the Eagles, I got to stay in the division, man. I always think division rivals, and we see them twice, and they're, the Super Bowl losers. I got to put the Eagles up there, and they're just going to get better after the draft. They got 2 first-round picks. I got to put the Eagles as going to be our toughest matchup in 2023.
Yeah. Gonna play him twice.
For
I'm
me, I
playing
feel
twice, and they're
like
good.
for me, I feel like we have that familiarity with the Eagles, so we should know how to play them. I'm going to go with the outlier here, I think, and I just want to get over the hump with beating the Niners. They've had our number for the last couple of years, and
Yep.
I think that if we can put together a winning effort against them, it's going to pay serious dividends for later in the season, where we kind of feel like we have that monkey off our back.
Yeah, I'm also with San Fran. I think like the games against Eagles last year, even though in the one that we lost, it didn't feel like a defeating loss. It was like, shit, we almost beat them. Like, I wasn't expecting that. So it's running into San Francisco consistently in the playoffs. And
Playoffs.
It's playoffs. And even last year, where it's like, can you just score 2 more touchdowns, or just
Yep.
get a couple points offense, please, for the love of God, we can beat these guys.
19-12, man. 19-12. Who would have ever thought we were losing a game 19-12 in the divisional round
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Ad, what do you got?
Niners as well. And I was just responding as I was about to respond to Clutch Sports Talk. He's saying if our defense was worth a damn, we would have spanked the 49ers. I think our offense struggled more with the 49ers last year. But yeah, it's kind of like, man, they should not have gotten the best of us, and that's ultimately what happened.
Well,
So,
I think that our offense.
sorry, he
up
corrected.
a-
He said offense. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, our offense gave up a red zone interception and then an interception in their red zone. So gave them points on the board too. So yeah, it's just our offense really. So
14-point swing almost. The
Yeah.
only thing with the Niners, like, I would rather lose to the Niners in the regular season and get our revenge game. We lost the last 3 times or something.
that's how I
like to
think
get it.
too. But
I want the revenge game in the postseason.
yeah, but man, I just feel like we need to get that monkey off our back, and
Fair.
that's the game to do it. So, but
I think
nobody with the
even-
Bills. I'm surprised.
Even if we
Fuck the Bills.
no, I mean, I think Josh Allen is was a little inflated with like what he made a lot of big mistakes too. And, you know, fair enough to categorize him on that same tier as Dak, where it's like you've got these two polarizing types of gameplay. I don't watch the Bills enough, but you can see from the highlights that he's got like A+ ability, and also what the fuck are you doing?
They've talked about the and I haven't watched a lot of the Bills games, but when they are on, I'll kick it because I like watching Josh Allen. But they're talking about adjusting his style of play. So the coach came out this offseason and said, like, we're, you know, basically saying we're not going to see as many of those wild runs that Josh usually does, because I think they're worried that he's going to get injured, and then they're really
He's going receiver now.
He's going to go to receiver. He's going to throw to himself.
We're putting him in center. My only thing, AJ, you say that with their polarizing play. Dak, before last season, was very good at protecting the ball. So I'm hoping that this year, last year was kind of a weird anomaly on his record, because he's always been fairly decent with his touchdown.
What have you done for me lately?
What have you done
for me lately? Come on, Dak. Come on, dance for me, baby.
No, I agree.
Hey, Jay.
AJ.
Hey, I'm feeling a little saucy.
He is feeling a little saucy right now. He's kind of loopy. I'm worried that something's going to
Are
happen
you not?
here.
Have you not been vaping? Are you
I've
not
been
vaped out?
I just had it was a good long day with a lot of work, and I
He felt like
I
he's
was looking forward
accomplished
to the
something
podcast.
for once.
Yeah. Is that what accomplishment feels like?
I did a good job
oh my
today.
God, I don't want to do it again.
Shall we hit that big board?
I mean,
let's
I
hit that
think
big
so.
board.
I've been excited. Of course.
Can you change
Let's
that?
let's
Can you
unzip it and
can
get
you
right in
change
there.
That, you spelled beard wrong. It should say EJ Savage Big Beard top 30. I'm kidding.
I like it. That's
Actually,
funny.
hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Before you pull that up, I think I can do it this way, or I can do it by my PDF, which might display better.
PDF.
You guys
Probably
can't
will.
hear this, but crack them if you got them, son.
I did hear a little.
Let's go.
Was a little.
It
peak.
It was a
Sounded like
little.
you were
It was a
listening.
baby crack.
Yeah, it was a baby fart.
For whatever reason, they don't pick up on this end when I get on the Zoom.
You just got to, I'll walk you through it. We just got to turn off all of your Zoom settings so that it's taking the actual original. You have so many of the background noise stuff off. That's why it's doing. But
So-
anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah. So at Boys and the
Ooh,
Zone,
here we go.
EJ Savage.
Yes, sir.
Just wondering, what's your process here before we dive into your top 30? What's your process for, like, because there's so many prospects. Do you have just tell us your process.
So my process basically is, I'm not an actual scout. Go to the bigger guys' boards, or they're, just players to watch or players to look out for it. And as far as the upcoming draft, so the guy I look to is Dane Brugler, Daniel Jeremiah, Bucky Brooks, those type of guys. And I just go through their board, and then I find names. Like if I wanted to scout the cornerbacks first, I would go in there, get all those names that they have as high draft picks or high grades, go watch film on them, all 22. If the all 22 isn't out, then I just watch game cut-ups and stuff like that, figure it out. If you're interested in getting all 22's film, you can usually find it on Twitter. You have to pay for it. It's usually, but it's not too bad. You just sign up for the monthly, like $5 or whatever, and you can get tons of players all 22 film.
Not in Canada. Not in Canada. I'm just gonna time out for 1 sec. For here, we have to VPN, do this crazy shit. So like for you, for
Really?
college players, because I'm interested, because I would love this. I'm that guy that will sit there and go through all 22 film. So when you say you pay the $5, is it through ESPN?
Do it like somebody's Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Okay, that's genius. I never thought of that. That's genius. Okay, so
So-
they'll have.
and you can do it. Yeah.
So there's
okay.
tons of people that aren't actual like public scouts or anything like that, or media members that get the all 22 film however way they get it. They'll post it on their Patreon. You can get it. There's tons of people that do this, not just
That's
one.
genius, man.
Smart.
$5. That's 100.
That's
Well,
better
it'd
than
be
a
like,
VPN. I mean, that's literally better than the VPN.
Is
that
it
we've
five-
been doing out in Canada?
is it five USD dollars? So that's what puts us at.
Yes,
200
I mean some are even cheaper.
249 Canadian. About that.
I don't know. I don't know the conversion rates over there or whatnot, but yeah. So you just pay for that, and they have most of the bigger prospects. If you really want to dig into lower end prospects, you're gonna try to find their all 22 film. But a lot of these guys will have, like I sent you that what is that Google Drive document or whatever that has a lot of different things that you can watch. They're not all 22 footage, but for the O line, for the D line, running backs, wide receivers, that's actually a pretty good free way to get into scouting.
We'll link it. We'll link it in this YouTube.
Yeah, go ahead and link that if anybody's interested in that. And that's kind of how I just got started in this. And sorry, AJ, go ahead.
No, just EJ, that doc that you shared, that's like a community doc, is it not?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's super cool.
Different guys collecting game footage, and these are broadcast footage, but they'll basically get cut ups of certain players. So if you wanted to watch one offensive lineman, the screen is typically glued on offensive line until the pass is thrown, which is basically where your eval ends. So it's actually pretty good for offensive, defensive linemen and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a community of guys getting together, cutting up stuff, and providing it to people that are interested in this stuff.
Awesome.
Whoa, that's
hey, well, yeah,
great.
I do feel I can't even say the percent. I can't even get the word out of my mouth. That much more prepared for the draft.
Right.
This year.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Compared to like this is the funny thing. Year one, the draft was me in my hotel room. I made a couple of like YouTube or Instagram shorts, just filming myself reacting and then texting you guys. That was year one, basically. Year two, Adam and I were in Vegas, still like pretty clueless, walking around like blind people, just drinking. And then like this year, I feel like we've put in the effort. I'm just excited. I'm excited for like the Can Fan evolution, like next year in year like 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7.
Scouts, baby.
It's just going to keep going up. We keep getting like a hive mind like EJ Savage and guys that really can point us in the direction, and it helps, man. I love it, and it makes the off season less shitty. It makes me feel like I have something to look forward to.
I think another point to point out is just that the draft is so it's such a community as far as team from team. That's where a lot of different fans come together as just one big team, just appreciating these prospects coming in and learning as much as they can about them. And if you're providing that product out to people and just sharing draft knowledge and whatnot, it could bring in other viewers to the page. So it's good to expand your fan base, separate from Cowboys fans.
Hundo P. Hundo P. Let's dive.
We have a guy in TikTok being like, "How is this talk about the Cowboys? Who cares?" I said, "We're talking about drafting for the Dallas Cowboys in a mock draft, so technically it's all relevant." Man, these TikTokers are just vicious, dog.
Hey man, look, if you just
TikTok boys.
Look, if you just want the summary, you can always check out our podcast, our audio only podcast. That's gonna have a nice summary for you with just the mock draft. You can get that. Just search Cowboys Can Fan anywhere.
Hey, I have an idea, AJ. That was a nice way of telling that guy to go fuck himself.
Yeah,
crack him if you got him, son. Yep. Let's dive into this.
Let's hit this big board.
Okay.
Nice graphics.
So look, the graphics are off the charts, and this is a combination of Excel and slide. But what we're looking at here is overall rank, position rank, player position that they played, or that they're recorded as, and then the round as per EJ Savage here. So we'll go through. I kind of broke them down into 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. So
yeah.
Anything you want to say before we hop into the first overall?
I just want to say that looks good job.
Hey, nice. You see, look. There's players' names and all the information. Let's get into it. Jalen Carter, defensive line.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
sorry, EJ, he was pretty much, this is a funny one because he was pretty much going number 1, but some shit in the news, obviously.
Yep.
He's an interesting one, isn't he?
Yeah, so the news thing with the driving incident and him having to go back to Georgia, get cleared up and with all that stuff, and I think he has to do community service and some other stuff now, but he's still expected to go top 10. He's my number 1 player overall in the draft. Just a few notes that I wrote on him. He's a pass rush and run defender, one of the 3 consensus blue chip talents in this draft, the other 2 being Anderson and Robinson. High motor, can play 1 or 3 tech with his athletic ability, power, great anchor to hold up against double teams, has swims, dips to get, up into the interior rush and cause pressure on the QB. And those are just the quick, concise notes about Jalen Carter. We're not going to be able to get him probably, but great talent.
I think the Seahawks end up taking him, and the Seahawks are striking absolute gold by getting him at number 5. By him falling out of the top 2 picks, I hate to say I shouldn't say striking gold because it's happening because a guy died, but the Seahawks are getting a good dude because of it. It's true though. The Seahawks are striking gold that this guy's going to be able to be picked at 5, but it's just a really shitty circumstance.
And I guess he's not even taking calls outside of the top 10, taking visits out of the top 10 now. So
we'll see. I don't know. I think that's kind of
douchey.
Douchey, yeah.
The next guy on the list was Bijan Robinson. I just my few little notes I put on him was amazing balance, ability to bounce off defenders like a pinball, shows patience, great selection of moves, spins, cutbacks, jukes, stiff arms, overall speed and quickness, great as a pass catcher, solid in pass blocking, although I wouldn't consider him elite there. But this guy, he's as far as when I scouting and really focused on this stuff, he's the best running back I've ever scouted, and I think that he's the second best player in this draft. So
sick.
EJ, do you think he makes it out of 15?
It's tough to say because running back's so devalued.
But he's good though. But he's good though.
I feel like if I was a team, if I was a GM, and it was between a Will Levis or a Anthony Richardson or somebody like that, and I'm trying to just build a solid core. So when I draft my QB of the future next year or the year after that or whatever, if I have, that time to actually be a GM and not get fired, this is a guy that I would love to have on my team. He's going to help you at best of the game, pass blocking, running, and catching the ball. Those are 3 important parts of the game, and I would definitely take him in the top 15.
Yeah.
Would you take him at 26?
Absolutely. I mean, there might be players that that we have as better or, more of a need for. But man, it's tough because he is another running back and you're splitting carries between him and Pollard. And it's like, man, I'm paying 10 mil to Pollard and I got to get this guy his. And then where do you figure out the carry or the passing? How do you balance that basically? So I really like Bijan Robinson. I be mad at all if we picked him. I would, depending on who else was on the board. But yeah, I don't ultimately think we will, but we'll see.
Jeremy Anello in the YouTube chat says Jerry will run the card up himself if we get Bijan.
Hey, this dude would sell jerseys. No.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That's a day. If I hear the Cowboys select at number 26 Bijan Robinson, it's like I'm already going online to buy the jersey because
I'm buying his Texas. I'm buying his Texas 5 if we draft him.
I like that idea.
So just because I saw how you were different than everyone else, you have Bryce Young at number 3. I'm a little surprised, but that's only because he's 5'10". I'm so worried about these small QBs.
Yeah, and
that whore.
That's the knock on his game, because if he was 6 foot, 200+ pounds, and I guess they have him at 204 right there. I don't know if that's his official combine numbers or whatnot, but
EJ, I found these were off from combine. There, it tends to be they tend to be heavier.
Yeah, these are probably the measurables that the colleges put out.
Yes.
But yeah, Bryce Young, I feel like he's the best playmaker in this entire draft. He makes something out of nothing more often than not. He didn't have a great supporting cast around him at Alabama. Other than Gibbs, really, his wide receiver core was trash compared to Alabama standards. And I think that he was the main reason why they won so many games this year. And he was a freshman Heisman winner. I mean,
that's wild.
He's great. So I think the only really knock on him is the fact that he's small and that he could get hurt. So
yeah, because he can't grow any taller.
Yeah, get some NFL chonk into him. Oh, you'll be good.
Although I have heard of these surgeries.
Get him up to 290. Get him up to 290.
They break his legs.
Yeah,
and then they add like David Goggins kind of fusion bones They cut a
hell
thing
yeah.
off of his femur, and they
Get him up to
another-
like 6'5".
Yeah, so he's just like the, he's like the
Slender Man.
he's like or the fucking or the dude from Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack
Jack Skellington.
Skellington.
Some odd-looking 6'4".
Yeah,
Guaranteed
5'10"
I'm
with
having-
massive hands.
Guaranteed, I'm having
Oh, yeah.
weird dreams just from that last 5 sentences.
Yeah.
tonight.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson is a guy that not this year, but year prior, he would have got my Heisman vote. Just listen to these numbers real quick. 33.5 tackles for loss in 2021,
Ooh,
17.5 sacks, and 3 pass defenses. That is otherworldly. I mean, this dude is a
I like you.
beast. One thing that I will mention about Will Anderson, he doesn't necessarily have the elite qualities or traits like per se like Von Miller or somebody would have at the edge position, but he is really, really good run and pass. He's a full package. And I mean, his numbers this year, let me see, 10 sacks and 17 tackles for loss. So it was no slouch of a season either.
Pretty good.
One thing I will mention about Anderson, I feel like a little bit during his tape in 2022, he was taking some plays off, and I didn't really appreciate that as much, where I probably would have bumped him up ahead of Bryce Young, but I just really love Bryce Young's playmaking ability. So
Yeah, if you're on Mike Johnson's baseball team when you're 12 years old and you don't hustle to the base, you're benched for a couple innings.
Some behind baseball on that. That's Alex's dad. So if you're not hustling 24/7, you're good as
Yep.
dead, basically.
yeah, this guy he's a great dude for the culture. So if you're trying to build something and you aren't in the position to take a quarterback and you just want a really good player that's going to build your leadership and your culture in your locker room, I would take Will Anderson.
Now, dude, there are it feels like cornerbacks are just going to be popping off the chart. So it makes that trade for
Hot
Gilmore.
cakes.
You want a cornerback. You want a cornerback.
It makes that trade. Well, it just seems like from not only EJ's board, but a bunch of
Every
different
board?
boards. Yeah, there's just like so many that seem that they're going to be going in the first round. And when you look at that and then consider the trade for Gilmore, I mean, that's such a good, even if Gilmore is only here for a year or two, it's still, it helps to not have to focus on that so highly. Because that would have to been our first round pick, and picking at 26 after you see this, it's just like, man, who would be left? We wouldn't be left with much if a run happens on cornerbacks.
Yep. So this next guy, Christian Gonzalez, Oregon
5
DB
here.
corner. He's young. He's lengthy. He has athletic traits that are, you can see his speed. You can see he has a great vert, a good broad jump, everything that you want. He's a high IQ player. The one knock coming into this year was that he wasn't really a ball hawk per se, but he did have 4 interceptions this year. This guy I watched more than a lot of the other players just because I'm an Oregon Ducks fan. But yeah,
Go Ducks.
Go
I think
Ducks.
that he's he'll be a lockdown defender and the CB1 for whichever team drafts him. So
What do you think, EJ, about the 0 going into the NFL?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you like it?
man,
like the
I
0?
like it. I like it.
like
I just I almost like a piece of me wishes that an offensive lineman could wear it, but they didn't allow that. But I just feel like that'd be sick. Your center wears a big fat 0 on him. That's
Yes.
sick, bro.
I agree.
I wish I don't know if they'd give the option, but I wish there was the option of having either the 00 or the 0
Or like a negative number, like -2.
-7. Yeah.
Or like what the 2
Negative.
zeros would be like 100. This is player 100.
Yeah.
'Cause they would
2
say-
zeros
Or
would
like,
probably look
or
pretty
you
sick.
could just be like an exclamation mark or a plus sign.
Players are
NFL
gonna be
will get there.
designing their own symbols this season.
Right? No, I like the 0. I think the 0 looks fucking badass.
Devin
Or if you could do
Witherspoon-
like Roman numerals.
Yes.
I mean, that would be pretty badass too, honestly.
Someone comes out with like XXI and they're like, what the fuck is this?
no one knows.
Hey, bro,
Number
draft
what?
Bijan and put that V on his chest, bro.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
give him. I agree. V him up. V for Vendetta season, baby.
Beyond
So-
Velociraptor Robinson. I think
Um,
it's Bijan.
I
So-
think it's Bijan.
Devin Witherspoon, he's one of the more physical corners in this draft. He's aggressive. Some people like him as a safety, but I wouldn't move him until late in his career if you feel like that's his trajectory. He's competitive. He's going to hit you if he can. He's got ball skills too. Not the greatest interception numbers or anything like that, but I mean, he's my corner too. I really like his competitiveness. The only lack on him is he only really has the 1 year at elite production. So
the thing with interception numbers, I feel like realistically, especially in college, if they think you're the best corner, I feel like they're going away from you even more so than the NFL. Yep. So I feel like that's kind of a stat that can't really be. If I was looking at a cornerback, interceptions would probably be the last thing I looked at. A stat I would look at is how many times the ball hit off their hands.
Yeah, pass defenses.
That's more important to me than.
And he had the ball off. So last year he had 3 ints and then 17 pass defenses. So exactly, he got his hand on the ball a lot. So
that's huge. 17 pass defenses is huge.
Yeah. And the 3 ints is nothing to.
Still good.
That's a quality amount of interceptions, right?
I just don't think in college interception rate is something that you can base off cornerbacks because they're so much better and they're probably getting a lot less targets than say CB2 on their team.
It's not a metric to make a draft based off of this guy had more interceptions than the other guy.
Totally.
Yep.
All right, we got number 7 here, Tyree Wilson.
So Tyree Wilson is a guy that some people have above Will Anderson. I'm not as high on him as those guys, but he's 6'6", crazy length and arm span, and I mean he's just a freaky guy that could have traits that really pop off in NFL.
Look at that tricep!
Jeez.
He doesn't have that production as some of the guys that Anderson, the only other guy I've mentioned so far, but I liked Wilson. I didn't love him, but just traits base, he has to be up there because he's such a freak.
Yeah, look at
Tyree Wilson,
6'6", 271.
Tyree Wilson could tricep curl Alex 100%, without a doubt.
Yeah,
and when Alex is playing Jerry Jones in our war room, you know he's getting at least a half chub off of the thought of drafting Tyree Wilson.
AJ Johnson.
Say that to all the boys.
AJ Johnson loves Tyree Wilson.
Yep.
I do. He's just a huge man, but there's no chance we're gonna get him.
No
Get the
chance.
fuck off of my plane.
Unfortunately.
Number 8 here, second QB, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud is a guy that a lot of people
size I like, dude.
Yeah. This is a guy that a lot of people as their number 1 QB.
Yeah.
I like Stroud. I think he's really accurate. He can make all the throws that you need him to. He's not the greatest under pressure. That's one of his big knocks. And then I think he needs to use his legs a little bit more. In that Georgia game, he utilized them a lot, and it helped his team stay close in the game. But all the other games, he really seemed uninterested in using his legs, and that's one of his biggest knocks. But you've seen him do it once on film, and the scouts will tell you can get it out of him. So you bet on his upside.
Now you have 2 cubes on this top 10 board here. Like, are you taking one at 26 if it's available?
If one of these 2 got to 26, absolutely, I would.
There's probably gonna be 4 quarterbacks taken in the top 10, maybe 5.
This is called a mock draft.
But I'm just telling you these 2 quarterbacks are probably gone in the first 4 picks.
Good. I'm just asking.
That's an
gosh darn question.
Adam, yes, we are taking one of these quarterbacks at 26.
Not we. I'm asking EJ if he is.
Sorry.
If they make it, I wouldn't hesitate. You mean Dak is not he's not holding you to taking one of these guys that I think have the ability to come in and be an immediate starter and actually help a team. I don't know that they would be better than Dak year 1 or anything like that, but I do think that they have their upsides. And if you wanted to move on from your QB that you've already paid and go with the rookie route, I definitely think you could do that. But I don't see either of these guys dropping. So
they're both getting drafted to be franchise quarterbacks within the first 5 picks.
These guys are probably number 1 and number 2 off the board.
Unless, I would say you're probably, because of the Jalen Carter issue, he's going to fall out of that. But you're right. They're probably 1 and 2.
Like this picture for Joey Porter Jr. Number 9
Yes,
on the board.
this is my guy.
Oh, yeah,
I would.
baby.
This is a guy that I really, really like. I really
I
like
love
this
Joey
dude.
Porter, man. He was.
Oh yeah, Joey
fantastic.
Porter was awesome.
He's one of my guys that he's not a realistic pet cat for the Cowboys in my opinion, but he's so good and he has so many traits that translate. I mean, this guy has 34-inch arms. That's like offensive tackle arms. So he's
wild.
It was one thing that's great about the long arms is that helps when covering slants. Who runs a lot of slants? AJ Brown. This guy could lock up, in my opinion. I mean, he needs work on his technique. He doesn't really have a solid back pedal. He kind of has more of a side pedal, which I didn't really like. But other than that, this guy's aggressive. He plays well with the ball in front of him, and he plays with his length and athleticism. So
Bring him on.
Alas, he's not going to make it out of the 10.
We're gonna
top 10
witness Ant shitting his
Or
pants
15,
if
sorry.
we get Joey Porter Jr. at 26.
I've
would love
I've already accepted that it's not happening.
Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle, rounding out our top 10 here.
First O-line on the board
First
too.
O-line on the board.
I
yeah.
call bullshit that he's 21 though. Look at that fucker.
That guy's at least 45. That guy's 45. I need to see ID.
No,
yeah, so
no card him though.
So Skaronsi is a technician. He's great with hand tech. He has good enough power. He can get back into his stance off of his kick. His first step's good. He doesn't have the greatest anchor, but he's not playing guard. Well, I mean, some people think he's a guard, but his anchor is not as great as I'd want for the guard position. So I'd want him to add weight if he was going to transition to guard. But as far as technical side of things, Skaronsi is great, and he's kind of following the footsteps of Rashawn Slater, who's at Northwestern as well from a couple drafts ago with Micah. I really liked him. The only real knock on him was that he had the short arms for a tackle. That's a big deal. So a lot of people basically think that he's a guard. So,
He's little T-Rex arms, but he's got to juice up a bit. He's got to juice up. Get him on that NFL diet. Get him on that NFL diet.
Yeah, I thought the only knock on him was that he had a tiny wiener.
Oh, snap!
That one is the other one as well. Yep, I've heard that as well.
Just kidding. And that's allegedly, okay?
No,
Allegedly,
this
yeah.
is not Harry Potter. Stop asking. That's Nolan Smith, linebacker edge, number 11.
And I remember before the combine, we drafted this guy, and everybody, but all of you guys were kind of like, man, I don't know.
This guy's
Don't
a
really
nerd,
like,
don't draft him.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're like glasses.
Yeah, it was the
Fucking-
next day after, or
It was it was literally the day
Couple
after
days.
we did. It was the day after the draft. He
Day
ran his
after,
fucking
man.
crazy 40, and we're like, did
Yep.
AJ just become God?
So with this guy, man, he has elite traits. He was a 5-star. I think he was the number 1 DN recruit for his class out of high school. He's
sense.
surprisingly really, really good against the run. His stats as far as sack production and pressures weren't completely there, but Georgia rotates a lot with their D line. So that's, you can look to that for a reason as to why that is. But I really liked him, and I think he has the best bend around the edge, which is what a lot of scouts look for.
Bend is huge at edge.
Yep.
The bend, like you could even be, and this guy's fast as fuck, right? But you could be even a bit slower, but as long as you can get that bend, it makes up for your 40 time, right? Because you could have a good 40 time and not have the bend, and then it's irrelevant, right? If you can't turn that corner the way the elite edge rushers do in the NFL, it doesn't matter how fast you are.
There's no, and he's not going to be available at 26.
No, he's gone.
If
Top
an
15,
elite,
I'd say.
There's always an if.
If an elite edge is available at 26, what are your thoughts on taking that? Because the edge pops up a lot on mock drafts as an available pick. I'm just like saying it's just not a need at all. But what are your thoughts on like just? I know we have drafted that in the past, and so, but like, should the Cowboys do that if one's just like waiting there?
Edge is one of those positions where you can't have too many of those guys. So if he's the best player on your board, you take him and you don't think twice about it. He could be a great position a situational rusher year one, and then after you move off tank or DA in the offseason or whatever you want to do, he can come in there, and I think that he's good enough at run defense despite his size that he can contain the edge and then also get elite bend and then the flat beeline to the QB, and I would love the pairing with Micah. So I really like this guy.
Well, that's it. And that even not say he's gone, which he probably will be at 26. You make a very good point that three of our however many defensive ends are probably not going to be here for very long. You got D-Law, DA, and Fowler. Yep. Those three guys are all on the team now, which makes it seem like we have a strong defensive end category. But who's to say that? I mean, there's a very real possibility even in 2 years, three of those three guys aren't on the team.
Yep. And so, DA and Fowler are both on the 1 year deals. So.
1 year deals, and D-Law, they're not going to, I mean, he's probably on his last deal as a Cowboy. So I don't think it's a bad idea if you get a stud defensive end at 26 either.
Here's another stud at number 12, Lucas Van Ness, defensive line edge.
This guy is he was a combine freak as well. I mean, I don't want to, just because he's white and he's an edge, I don't want to compare him to TJ Watt, but nobody thought that TJ Watt would be TJ Watt when he came into the league.
No, we took Taco Charlton. We took Taco Charlton over TJ Watt.
Exactly. Because you know why that was? Is because Taco Charlton could get in a 3-point stance and TJ Watt wasn't like that on film. He was always just standing up, which was stupid, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to say that Van Ness is going to be TJ Watt because I don't think that he will, but
he looks like him right there.
As far as physical traits, this dude is a monster. He also didn't get he wasn't even a starter for Iowa, I don't believe. And as far as a couple random coaching philosophies with Iowa and stuff like that, and not just getting this guy on the field, I think that he could have been a better producer as far as statistically wise. And I'm interested to see what team takes him, because if it's a team like the Eagles or something like that can stock him back a couple players and really work on his technique and get some more pass rush moves to this guy, I think that he could be a beast. And I think his low floor is kind of like a Ryan Kerrigan for Washington.
Hey guys, just sorry, real quick, something's beeping or dinging. I'm not sure if it's a phone. But if we could just mute that motherfucker. Hey. This dude, 6'5", 272, he's Mr. America.
Yeah,
and he's probably heavier than that.
Hey, I hope it's my phone because it's using as my camera right now. So I hope it's mine.
No, it's actually my phone. Let me mute it.
Are people
AJ,
are you getting blown up, EJ?
Oh my God, EJ, you're on the Cowboys Can Fan. Oh my God.
Or it's his wife saying him, hurry up, get
it's 10 o'clock and you guys haven't even started the draft. I mean, it's 7 o'clock for us, so I get it, but I mean,
or maybe she's sending her picks in too. That could be.
She could be
Miss Elizabeth.
Maybe Miss Elizabeth is feeding EJ all of these talking points. Possibly.
I really wish it was my phone that was going off.
Number 13, Paris Johnson Jr., the second offensive tackle on EJ Savage's big board here. And I like this guy's kind of style.
PJJ?
He for an O lineman, he doesn't look like one. I tell you that. Oops.
Yeah, he looks like he's slender.
So this guy I thought was impatient as an offensive tackle. He got out to his kick, and then he wasn't scared not to engage right off the back and get that punch that a lot of offensive tackles like to get immediately out of the gate. He's patient. He lets the defender come see what they're going to do. So he has a good knowledge on how to kind of counteract what a defensive tackle, or not tackle, but edge is going to do. I really liked him. His hand tech could be a little bit better, but he shows power and he shows good speed. He can get out there on swing blocks and whatnot. And I thought he was a great prospect, and he has room to grow as well.
Yeah, 22, 6'6", 313 pounds. I love him.
Jerry likes him. Draft.
Brian Branch, safety, which I have not. I have to be honest. I have not even really looked at safeties because
Cowboys aren't taking a safety, at least ever in the first.
No.
So this guy, a lot of people like him in the slot as a slot corner. I don't know that I would play him there just because his speed isn't all that great, but he can cover in the slot. This guy's a hybrid type player. You can use him down in the box as a strong safety. I think his career missed tackles is like 3, which is crazy. This dude wraps
That's
up.
wild.
He tackles great. He's good in the box. He's good as a slot in like the nickel packages. So I really like this guy. I think that he's a plug and play starter at the next level.
Sweet.
Number 15 here, Jordan Addison, wide receiver. Now this is a
That's the first
realistic-
wide receiver on. That's the first wide receiver on the board too.
Yep.
5'11", 173, 4.49 speed,
But
21.
Addison, even though it might be a smaller percentage, to me, there's a realistic chance he may be available at 26.
Right.
This is the first one on the board.
Addison, during my scouting, I originally set out to watch, 2 games. I ended up watching 4 games just because I really liked what he did. I went back to some Pitt games as well just to check up on his blocking, because in the USC games, he wasn't really blocking very well. Better at Pitt. This guy can win it all 3 levels of the field, has great hands. He can be used on end around screens, whatever you want him to be used in. I think that he's a high-end number 2 at the next level, which would be great with the pairing of CD. I don't think that he's ever going to be a true number 1, but I don't necessarily think there's that elite wide receiver prospect this year in the draft. So
here's my question: if you don't think he's ever going to be a number 1, is he worth a first round pick?
Depends on what your team philosophy is. If you're an air raid offense, a number 2 is just as important as the number 1.
But isn't like it could? Wouldn't you rather get it if there's a cornerback 1 or a defensive end 1 or guys that could possibly be a CB 1 or DE 1 or LB 1? Wouldn't you rather find the position or a offensive tackle or offensive guard? Wouldn't you rather find that number 1 than possibly a number 2?
Yeah. So for me, my if I was going to be drafted Cowboys, I would want an offensive player. Unless the defensive talent just dropped and he was just to pass up. With Addison, I think that he can be used in punting and kick returns. Want him to, especially with Addison, you put him in the slot and work him in, and I think that he'd be great in the slot. I wouldn't have no qualms about drafting Addison. I do see what you're saying. If there's a guy that's Dalton Kincaid that I have a little bit lower on the list, if it was between him and Kincaid, I'd pick Kincaid. But that's kind of window dressing your board. If you wanted to just go BPA, you have to pick the guy that's above, based on your board. So I liked Addison a lot, and I think that he's one of those players that we kind of have a little bit of prospect fatigue from him because he was so good at Pitt. He was a Belindikoff winner with Pickett. And he transitioned, transferred to USC, and he wasn't as good, but that's to be expected with better competition. But I really liked him, and I think that a lot of people are sleeping on this guy.
We did trade up. I think AJ and I traded up for him, didn't we? When it was just me and you drafted?
Yeah.
Who's this who is this guy?
Well, this is you guys mentioned him. This is Dalton Kincaid, the top ranked tight end and the 15th ranked overall on the big board here. We're halfway through.
Looks like a hockey player.
Yep.
He does look like a hockey player. That's right. 6'3", 246.
Looks like he could easily take over the clone zone.
Yeah, and Kincaid definitely again has potential for the Cowboys to be available for the Cowboys depending on how things fall out.
Fits the mold because they lost a Dalton, so like, well, we can't have someone new, and then we gotta put another Dalton in here.
They just sprinkled a little bit of handsome in that clone pick this time.
Yeah.
They just put a little bit of handsome in there.
And clean shaven. Like, get rid of that beard that you're trying to
get rid of that gross beard and give him some flow.
There's a lot of people who are not into a tight end in first round.
Right here. One of them right here.
Yep.
Were you, EJ?
I'm not opposed to it. I think that this guy, he's my only round 1 tight end that I have.
Wow.
I thought that he was, after watching Mayer, I didn't really like him as much as I thought that I would have, just hearing the outside noise. But I try not to listen to too much outside noise, but back and watching him, I don't know. I liked Kincaid better. This guy's a good enough blocker. He catches everything you throw at him. He's good at contested catches. But his elite trait is I think that he's really good in the open field. He consistently tackle or miss, gets extra yards. And I think that he's good at basically, unless you throw it at his shoes, I feel like he's going to catch it. And I really value that in a tight end. I think that a great tight end is the biggest matchup nightmare in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
It is.
I don't hate tight end either.
I don't hate the position. I don't like it at 1.
Yeah, no, and I
that's fair.
understand that for sure.
This is a good tight end class anyways. So
it is, yeah.
Ultra Cowboys say Luke Musgrave is better, 6'6", 255, 4.61 for speed, 40, 4.61 for his 40, and a 9.95.
Luke Musgrave also, though, he sat out a COVID year. He got injured. He has ankle injuries. He only has, I think, he has 600 career yards. And so it's not all about the statistics, but it's marrying the film with the statistics, with, the other things that you see, the combine numbers and whatnot. I really do like Luke Musgrave, and I think that he runs routes like a wide receiver. I think that he's just outside of my top 30 right now, but I just couldn't put him in the first round personally.
Sniffs his own underwear.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Weird creepo.
So guys, I'm gonna try to roll through these next ones a little quicker, but
okay. So this is we're gonna hit these last couple, and then we're gonna get like one or two.
There's another. Yeah. Well. Exactly. Let's go through these. I'll say these last 4 on this 20. Then there's another 10 and I'll read them off, and then we can go back and tag on anything for any of them that we want to add on. Just spout off. So let me just roll through these quickly. At number 17, we have Jackson Smith. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so,
I can't
oh
say
God! So you're getting Alex. You're getting Alex to read the name.
JSN,
start us
wide
off.
receiver.
JSN.
The second ranked overall wide receiver. At 18, we have Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, the second ranked overall running back. At 19, Deonte Banks, cornerback, and 20, Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback, and they're the 4th and 5th on the list here. So that rounds off the top, or the 11 to 20 here.
I got a question for you guys. Would you take Gibbs at 26?
I like Gibbs, but he doesn't fit properly, I don't think.
Yeah.
Depends, because he's kind of similar to TP, honestly. I think
That's
that they're
the
looking
difference.
more for the bruiser kind of a running back to be the complement guy.
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
if Skip Bayless is right and TP20 has that career and
Adam,
injury
when
from
has
last season? No, I
when
know.
has Skip Bayless ever been right about
It's
anything?
actually probably beneficial for Tony Pollard that Skip Bayless is saying it's a career ender.
He's gonna have a great
It would be
season.
like it's the equivalent to me betting on Tony Pollard never playing a game in the NFL again. Like he's probably golden now that
He
Skip
plays
Bayless
longer,
gave him the kiss of death. Yeah.
Two of the cornerbacks here, Deonte Banks and Emmanuel Forbes, are
I'd take either.
available at sometimes on the mock drafts that I've been doing, which obviously are correct.
So
what do you
So
think
the
of that?
difference between the two is Banks is more of your locker guy, doesn't have the ball production. Forbes is kind of the opposite. He plays well with everything in front of him, but he has extreme ball production. His knock is his weight at 166, but everything else is elite for him.
Yeah, this is the Slender Man. If I
Yep.
remember
He's just
correctly.
gonna take your eyes, and then he's
Oh
gonna
man,
put
I
your
I hope he falls down into that sweet spot where we can trade up for him, but we'll see.
Forbes?
Yeah, if he falls into the second in that 45 to 50 range,
Yeah.
I would trade up for him absolutely.
like
Okay,
it. I like
so
it.
I'll roll through here, 21 through 30. So I'm not going to say the numbers. Just bear with me here. If I hit a name that's hard, I'm just going to tap you, Adam, and you get into it.
Okay.
Quentin Johnson, wide receiver. Zay Flowers, wide receiver. John Michael Smith, who I love this guy. Looks like he's from 1980.
All-American, ready to fucking
Yes, sir.
drink beers and win games.
Fuck yeah, center. The center in the top 23.
Great number
next-
too.
Yeah, Drew Sanders got a little smirk like he pooped his pants, linebacker.
Don't like him.
Kalia Cansey,
Yeah, that's
defensive
good.
Yeah.
lineman. Thank you. Will Levis, quarterback. Sup, bro?
I thought you were gonna call him Levi's.
I do call him Levi. Darnell Wright, offensive now it's a kind of 3 offensive tackles in a row here. Darnell Wright, Dawan Jones, and then Broderick Jones. And then finally, a guy who, again, is on the – maybe he's not on the Cowboys shortlist, but he's ranked as one of the best guards, Osiris Torrance.
Yep.
And he also looks like he's from 1980.
Yeah.
So with Wright, Jones, and then the other Jones, Broderick, I actually probably, now looking at this, I probably would move Roderick up
Up. Yep.
Wand, just because I like his movement skills, but I think that DeJuan Jones he's kind of sluggish a little bit sometimes, but he's massive, so I can't knock him for that necessarily, but I think that I just like Broderick Jones. He's still a big athlete, but he just has better movement skills.
DeJuan Jones, 6'8", 374, coming to the ring. Oh my God, he's gonna kill somebody.
He loves it. Oh,
he's one of those guys
that.
He's one of those guys that could lose some weight, and I think that it would serve him right.
Sure. Yeah.
Just looking.
I'm on the opposite.
List.
Let's gain it. Let's gain some weight. Let's break the record. First 400-pound offensive tackle to ever play. Let's get it.
He's only 30 pounds off. Like, get that guy some.
Oh, he probably
that boy some Twinkies.
Yeah, he probably has played at 400 pounds for sure.
Ultra Cowboys saying Darnell Wright might be the best guard in the draft.
Yeah, so that's one thing about Darnell Wright is he's a right tackle right now, but if you kick him into guard, I think that he can be really, really good.
Okay.
He's out of Tennessee, and I really liked his tape. I thought he was good in pass sets and run sets. But yeah, a lot of people do like him at guard, but it's just whatever your team kind of needs. So,
see, that's the difficult thing when you see this is I wish there was a maybe like potential position, like the position they're playing in college. You can go and look and see if they've had a history at the position, but still, unless you do the work as you have, EJ, to actually know, like, well, what are they saying about this guy? You don't really get a lot of that because there are those players who are playing a position, but it's not really obvious when they have potential to play another position.
And that's
Smith.
And just kind of going off of what you were saying there, AJ, John Michael Schmitz is like that as well with the center. I think that he has guard flex. I think that he has a great anchor. He has a lot of power. And my favorite thing about offensive linemen, especially interior guys, is you got to be nasty. You got to want to push people down. You want to pancake them. You want to beat them into, you just want to beat them every single rep. And that's one thing I love about John Michael Schmitz. And I would kick him out to guard, let Tyler Smith play tackle, and then if has to leave in free agency, kick him back right in there in center.
John Michael Schmitz sounds like he should have been starring on a WB 4 p.m. show that you tune on. John Michael Schmitz, I like it. JMS at tackle at guard or center. I'm game with it. Look at this guy.
If he's going to be long term and they get him, I'm getting a Michael Schmidt jersey. Absolutely. I'm just pulling up the mock draft here, guys, because I think we're ready.
You want me off the screen? Okay,
I just want you off the screen.
Yeah.
He wants
EJ.
He doesn't want to draw attention to some behind baseball moments, but then I just demystify it by bringing attention to the behind baseball moments.
EJ, we appreciate that, man. This has made us
that was awesome.
wiser. I think the next 31 to 60, let's say, and if we can get through the full 100, but I mean, we love to chat about it. But we can maybe roll through 10 and hit points and try to get the rest of the 100.
What we'll try to do next time is just hit the guys that are Cowboys needs.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And we'll go through the list and here we go.
Crack
him if you got him, boys.
Crack him if you got him, son. I'm getting ready for this fucking 7.0
draft,
draft, baby. I'm jacked up here, son.
Mock.
So
Mock, we got first round feels special now. We got some insight.
We got something that we talked about that would be fun to do before this draft, just to put us into tight places because we're kind of training for this draft, right? The Cowboys are going to need us come draft day, so
they're going to rely on us.
We're going to rely on us. So we want to right now. We'll do 5 rounds, but we want to pick. Yeah, what?
Sorry, AJ. How are we doing on time? I also had something else.
How are you doing on time?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay,
dude. I'll stay. I'll be on for 12 hours if we have to.
Okay, well,
we'll roll till we roll, man.
We're doing fine.
So,
absolutely, yeah.
I also came up with some scenarios to get the chat involved as well. If we want to run through those for first 3 picks.
Ultra Cowboy is just waiting for someone to take one of his comments.
Exactly.
Well,
to get Ultra in here, man.
The first thing would be that we pick pick the positions we want to pick. We pick 5 positions, and then those are the positions we have to pick. But there's no order. We can pick any of the positions, but once it's picked, we check it off and we got to go to the next.
I like that. I like
That's
that. I like
one,
that
but-
because I
Yep.
do like that. That's a good suggestion because we always talk about this. We're always like, what positions do we need? And then we always kind of go away from it. I think deciding the 5 positions, no matter what, is what we have to take will make the draft kind of interesting. I think that's a great idea, honestly.
Well, let's hear what EJ has to say. Maybe we can do a combo.
Well, you might be able to mix it in,
Yeah,
right? You
exactly.
could probably mix it in.
Well, was the is there another option for that if you want to spin a wheel through 5 and see it whatever it lands on, that's the chat's pick as far as round goes, or
Okay.
are
Yeah,
we
okay.
just sticking to the positions?
Let's do that.
No, I like that.
We'll,
I like that.
We'll have to do the positions. You have to pick one of the positions that we'll decide here, but then we'll spin the round, and chat will pick whatever round that is. So
The player.
right now, let's decide on positions. I'll pull up the wheel and get it set, and then we can do that.
Well, this works out good. There's 5 of us, right?
Yep, exactly.
So while he's getting that wheel pulled up,
Sorry, 4 of us.
This is a chat interactive experience right here. So these are round 1 through 3. Some of them include trades, scenarios for us, and you guys can decide if some of these names you might have heard, some of them you might not have. But I'm just going to run through these real quick. So option 1, Osiris Torrance, the guard out of Florida, in the first round at number 26. Round 2, Luke Musgrave, Ultra's boy right here, in the second round at pick number 58, the tight end out of Oregon State. Third round, Julius Brents, the cornerback out of Kansas State.
I like that.
And you got that written down, AJ?
Yep.
Brent's has
Option
been
2.
picking up. Brent's has been picking up
I
some
like
steam.
brands, man.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Option 2, we trade back to number 44 with Atlanta. So we lose our first round pick, but we also pick up 110. With 44, you have the option of Jalen Hyatt or Josh Downs at wide receiver. 58, you pick up Cody Mock, the tackle out of North Dakota State.
You know
and then
Adam's
at
in on that.
At 90, you get the running back Tank Bigsby. So this is an offensive heavy draft right here. Plus you pick up that 110. I didn't put an option for 110 right here, but there's plenty of players you could get with that pick. Option 3, trade up to number 20 with Seattle. You give up your 4th and 5th round picks to do this. You select Bijan Robinson. At 58, you get King Felix Uzama, the D end out of Kansas State. And at number 90, you pick up the Michigan corner, DJ Turner, who's an athletic freak. Option 4, Quentin Johnston at 26, Keanu Benton, the big D tackle out of Wisconsin, and Eli Ricks at number 90, the corner out of Alabama. And then option 5, you trade up to the Vikings. So you going up 3 spots, and you have to give them your 4th rounder, and you get Dalton Kincaid. At 58, you get Emmanuel Forbes. And at the 3rd round, you get Marvin Mims, the wide receiver out of Oklahoma. So which of those options do you like best, chat? Go ahead and leave your answer below. And then we'll just kind of go around between us and decide our options.
Sorry, can you repeat to me the?
Can you just say that?
No.
Can you start with option 1?
Option 4.
Option 4.
The Bijan, trading up for Bijan with the 4th and 5th round pick. What was the second
Yep.
round there?
The second, I believe, was Felix Uzama. Yep. So the edge out of Kansas State. And then
The next
number
sorry.
90 was DJ Turner, the corner out of Michigan.
The burner.
And then in the
Burner
next
Turner,
round,
baby.
it was QJ. And then who was second again? I keep missing the second round picks.
Keanu Benton, a big D tackle out of he's more of a one tech defensive tackle out of Wisconsin. So
And
a big
he's an
run,
FBI
big run stuffer.
agent.
So the second round is the most, or like with Torrance, Musgrave, and Brents, and then Hyatt and down. Like
That's
that-
so
that's
so
a-
with
that's a package.
yeah. You think so? Is that what you're going with, AJ?
Out of all of them, I think that's the one that gets us like a lot of fucking. Good
Plus, you got
stuff.
Tank Bigsby at 90. I like that. And you got Musgrave.
I like Eli. Mine's Eli Ricks at 90.
Eli.
Yeah,
So
Rick's
you're
at
going with
90,
the
If I'm getting Ricks in round 3, sign me up, baby.
So
I'm
we're
up all
getting
day.
That's option
Quentin
3.
Johnston. That's option 4. Quentin Johnston at 26, Keanu
And
Benton
Eli-
at 58, and Eli Ricks at 90.
Yeah, fucking dial me in, son. If we get that,
Okay.
Jamie O all night.
But
Okay. I like that one.
So, yeah, chat, let us know. And I have the spinner up here. Let's pick our positions. Make
Okay.
a quick little argument. I think everyone picks one position. We'll let chat.
Always-
We'll let chat.
Always
pick
been
up Yep.
Always been a missionary guy.
Me
Just
too.
easy.
Dude. How would we do that? We'd be side by side.
D's touching.
Yeah.
Crack him if you got him, son.
Crack him if you got him.
So
AJ, you're thinking we go around and we all pick a position.
everyone
We'll let
pick a
chat
position?
decide. We'll let chat decide an option. We'll all go us 4. We'll pick a decision on round 1, 2, 3, 4 of a spot that we'd like to take.
Yeah,
player
no,
that we'd
I'm
like
going to
to
spin the
He's gonna
wheel
spin
for
the
when
wheel.
chat is going to pick
Yeah.
the round.
Round,
I got
the round,
round
okay.
I don't. We don't have it. Oh, there. That
Yeah.
makes sense now that it's on the screen.
Okay, so who wants to kick it off? Who wants to be the first round pick of the position we're going to pick?
I think we need to pick up.
The guest.
What do we
I
need?
think it's the
What do we
guest.
need? I think it's the guest.
Yeah.
EJ gets to pick.
Oh, man. So what am I picking? Just a position that we need?
Yeah.
No, AJ spins though, doesn't he? And he gets
No,
the
no, so-
round.
Okay.
That's the next part. We'll do that next. Right now, we're
Okay,
just selecting the position.
Okay, the position.
What
So,
position do you think the Cowboys need the most?
For me, I think I'm going to go with offensive guard or
Nice.
center or tackle. It depends on if they have that flex. So that's for me. O-line, let's just say
O-line.
that.
Yep, that's fair.
O-line.
That's fair. And that covers a lot. Who's going next? I will. Running back.
What about 2
You
running
took
backs?
the. You took the.
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Ooh, hey,
I love him.
quarterback, just to fuck us.
I was gonna say quarterback.
Hey,
You
dang.
fucking.
That's not bad. 'Cause that
We must be
fifth
from
round.
the. We must be from the same blood.
the same
Ah.
lines.
You and I.
Oh man, I was so set on quarterbacks. I didn't think anyone was going to say it that I hadn't really thought of anything else. Okay, so what do we got? We got running back.
Do we got
O-line.
we got an
O-line.
offensive? We got
QB.
3 offensive rounds right now.
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna play right into ads thought process of me. I'm going linebacker, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just to play into ads thought process of me, I'm going
Let me-
linebacker.
Okay, Adam, in chat, is there any sort of consensus with what pick they want to make? And
What
while
position?
Adam's finding that out, I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to find out which round chat's going to be drafting, okay?
Okay, it's gonna be 1.
Hopefully.
Jeremy Anilo already says tight end.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
All right, so
Hey,
Of course.
Chad is going to be drafting round
Well,
1.
sorry.
Which
down
They're-
for
they're
it.
in the-
I'm down
like-
for it.
Yeah.
They're in the
That's the easy round, baby.
Ultimately, they're gonna pop up the names, but Jerry Jones will make the final. Like you have to make the final call.
Bring
but-
me the survey. I'll tally this.
Hey, here. This is the rule. So chat, you get 3 options for the pick there. If you super chat, you veto Jerry Jones.
Ooh,
Oh, super
I
chat
like
veto.
that. Wow.
I'm gonna fucking super chat.
And,
Big Mike.
what's it? Yeah, Big
Big
Mike.
Mike. Yeah, Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike at YouTube.com.
Big Mike Canada 22. What the?
Yeah, Big Mike at 22.
Oh, as we said that, chat just starts to drop down. We got like no.
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Whatever.
So right now, the Jeremy Anilo in chat saying tight end. See if any of the other live streams are saying anything.
Okay.
This goes out to our TikTok chat room as well.
I did, man.
Right now,
These
we're
are-
It looks like tight end.
tight end.
Well, hey, these are the only positions we can draft. So wide receivers out of the realm of possibility now.
I should have said wide receiver, but I had to go linebacker.
Wow.
Yeah, unless
Had
there's
to do
anyone that pops
And
up.
this is a weak linebacker class. So
I know, I know,
If we
but
go
I had to
round
do it.
1, I think that's the best guy is Drew Sanders.
Well, yeah.
so we'll
far,
see.
So far, the only person that's commented in the chat is tight end. So we go with that.
Okay. Hey,
Let's do it.
in. Let's go.
I don't hate that. That's fucking A. So
Okay.
we've got a very top heavy.
Okay,
Now
let me write-
here's the hard thing. If no one replies, we're just gonna have to skip chat and make our decision ourselves.
We have to wait all the way to the end of the timer, just like you do a draft, and then it's
Yep.
gonna just take BPA.
No. What the fuck are
Dun,
you
dun,
doing?
dun,
Hey,
dun, dun,
What,
dun,
what,
dun.
what else happens
I'm
when
not
you work?
sacrificing my team.
Hey, I'm just saying that's what an NPC would do, you know? He's
Facts.
when our chat's AFK right now. TikTok, anybody on TikTok right now, if you want to tell us who we should draft, you guys in chat on all of our chat platforms, you have first round. Okay.
The trick ad is next time you're supposed to just pretend that chat's popping. Oh my God, chat's saying quarterback,
Oh,
chat's
yeah,
saying
yeah,
tight
They
end.
will be. They will be. I mean, I guess you guys wouldn't know. Then it would be me. Alex and Jerry Jones. He can see all. He can see my
Okay,
matrix
get this
right
fucking
here.
draft board up. Let's get this fucking draft board up. Let's get this going.
Hey, just because you're zoomed in doesn't mean I can't still not mute you. So just relax over there.
All right, 5-round draft. We're doing the first 3 rounds are 8 minutes, and 4 and 5 are 5 minutes.
Yep, that'll work.
It's gonna be a long 8 minutes and nobody telling us what to do.
No. We still discuss.
Hey, we'll still discuss. Yep.
If no one's saying anything, then we're just gonna make the decision, and Adam will let us know if we come to a conclusion and chat's not responding. Then this is a good idea, though, EJ. We will do it again because I like to get that interaction.
We just got to take off. That's why I said 2 through 5 because I didn't want the chat to get the freaking round 1 pick. Come on.
Should I just?
Can't believe that. I can't believe Jack got the round.
Here.
We have to do it. We have
We have
to.
to. We have to
gotta
do.
do it.
Okay,
We have to do it.
What are you,
I like
cheater?
it.
Oh yeah,
Stick
you
to
are
it.
Jerry Jones, you cheetah.
So you see, we don't touch anything here. I'm gonna. I guess I just leave the turbo on. Until we
Yeah,
get
just
there.
leave it on.
Yeah,
That's fun.
okay. Here we go.
Ant's looking at the screen just so that he can verify if chat's saying anything.
No, I'm looking at the mock draft.
Go. Okay.
Oh,
And the
hey,
chat
they
did
had,
say
they
tight
had
end.
tight end.
I think
Dalton
that makes it
Kincaid.
pretty easy.
I mean, that's who I'd pick.
So it has to be. So all right, chat.
It has to
Although
be.
there's Darnell
Nobody
White,
said-
right.
Nobody said edge, so you can't pick Will McDonald. You have to go tight end or one of these tackles, possibly.
Yeah.
Now you
Scroll down
talked
a
up
little bit.
You talked up Darnell Wright. Sorry, just one quick sec. You talked him up as a potential guard candidate. I mean,
Yeah, I
that's-
wouldn't dislike that pick. Emmanuel Forbes is right there, though. Did
I
anybody
honestly
say
think
DB?
I think it's got to be. I
Nobody
mean,
said
we
DB.
talked.
No
Oh my
CB.
goodness.
EJ, you even said that Kincaid was your only first round qualified tight end. I think Kincaid's got to be the pick, guys. I think we just have to hit it. I don't think we have to even discuss it.
Crack me if you
Oh,
got it.
what?
Crack me if you got him.
Chat,
You know
hey,
what we're gonna
chat.
Back if you got him.
Ultra might have to say about this. He liked Wright. So
Well, Ultra said that he goes, Cowboys are drafting Steve Avila or Dalton Kincaid at 26. That's in my best.
I love
Ultra.
that we've created Ultra's voice
Yeah,
So we do have it on camera, don't we?
yeah, we do.
somewhere.
But, so in a way, we are kind of satisfying our chat's pick
So we have.
because the only
Well, yeah,
the only-
Jeremy's the only one that engaged with us.
yeah. Okay.
if
so let's do
Ultra
it.
hits a super though, if Ultra hits a super and wants to just go Luke Musgrave, we have to bow down to the Ultra Master.
Yes,
Even if
that's
it's
true.
99 cents, Ultra.
Damn.
I say for us though, there's just no debate here. It's Dalton Kincaid. I'm not against Darnell Wright. If he can play guard,
Can you?
that's a better pick in my opinion.
Can you do me a favor? Can you bring up all of these 4 positions in there just to see what's listed and only show those positions?
Oh yeah, that's a good
filter us.
idea.
So these are the out of quarterback, running back, offensive
Quarterback,
line.
running back.
I guess the offensive line you got to tap
Tight
a
end.
couple of them.
Don't forget linebacker.
And linebacker. Yeah.
Line schmack.
I'm curious. I'm kind of curious. Drew Sanders.
I hope I get hit fifth. I think fifth. I think
Ooh,
linebacker
okay.
or quarterback should be fifth.
We have our first comment in chat on who we should pick. Gibbs.
You mean
I think
our 100th?
And Gibbs is
Ooh,
not.
100?
Gibbs.
Is Gibbs available?
Of course he is.
I think
Gibbs
he
will be
is. Keep
available.
going down. Keep going down on the. Is he?
There he is.
Wow, they have
Okay.
him at. What did they have him
At
at?
50?
50?
50.
Holy cow!
So
And
right now,
Luke
we got-
Musgrave.
Jeremy Anilo in chat is saying pick Gibbs. That so far is our one option.
Okay, let's trade back. Who's trying? Let's see our trades.
I don't hate that, Anth. We could pick up an extra second, possibly,
Get
or
a second, trade
or
to
a third or
42.
something.
Let's go New York Jets.
Well,
Let's go
Steelers
back
are
to
32.
42.
Steelers are at 32.
All right, let's see what we can get then.
Well, it's better than.
I'm just saying, if we drop back to 42 for a guy that's ranked 50th, we could probably get a better
yeah, but
second
Still
round
pick him
pick.
up, and guess what? We could also take a couple more.
Yeah, well, look at this pick. We would drop back.
Ask for more. We're only at 50, 69 or 59. Try that.
69,
I could get
dude.
81, 20. I could get 234.
Okay, try that.
Well, I don't think those picks even matter because we're not drafting
Oh,
that
yeah.
far back.
Yeah, true. So take 234 off, and then try it. Make him an offer.
We got
Yeah, baby.
How
Boom.
much Gibbs is gonna go here though?
Yeah, probably. So we're
So-
taking. Okay, so this is if we get there and Gibbs is there, he's our pick.
He's here.
Yep.
Okay.
Automatically.
Resume draft.
He's here. We're here. All right.
Gibbs.
For our first pick.
Can we see who else is available? Just for shits and gigs.
No.
Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay.
Wait, we have
Okay,
to see.
okay.
We have to see.
Okay,
we
we
have
have
to
to
We
see.
have to see. What's
I
our
mean, let's
next
see.
pick?
Here's
What's our
who
next
went.
pick?
Here's who went. Darnell Wright went in that pick. Then Dalton Kincaid, Cam Smith, Osiris Torrance, Mozzie Smith, Zay Flowers.
All guys that the Cowboys would be very good with.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
Yep. That have
Yep.
been linked to them. So
So, but okay. So what's our
We got
next
an
pick
extra
though?
pick,
What did
though.
we gain? What? Yeah, but
So
what's our
now?
what's our next pick after 32nd?
So 32nd, 58th, 80th, 90th, 120th, 129th,
Oh, 58.
and
So
169th.
we are a
and
ways away.
And Jeremy Anello is saying Gibbs is a new Alvin Kamara. We said
Okay, we have to do it.
We have to do
We
it.
have to do it. We have to do it.
Chat-
we said
chat
chat
picked
chat
Gibbs.
let
Chat
chat
picked
pick
Gibbs. I don't
Gibbs.
hate it.
Yeah, we
I
got
don't hate it either.
Which
We picked up an
I-
extra pick, man.
I will say
Yeah.
I am a little bit heartbroken after just finishing up my film review of Zach Charbonnet. I'm on the train.
Are you?
On the train with AJ, man.
Dude, he's a handsome cat and he runs strong.
Are you gonna have
Does.
a bottle of Chardonnay with you just in case
We
do
have
pick
to.
'em? Yeah,
Charbonnet.
Chardonnay.
It'll be champagne Charbonnets all day.
We said chat gets first pick. They
I
even
go
if it's
Gibbs.
one person, they went Gibbs. Grab
Hey.
Gibbs. People
That's,
that thought Robinson was bad. Well, here we go.
To the team.
Welcome to the
To the
team.
team.
Welcome
I
to
can't-
the team. John
I
Mayer
can't-
Gibbs.
I can't wait to post this tomorrow.
Oh, man.
This picture.
Hey.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good.
The last video got major play primarily because of our kicker thumbnail.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That's
It
Moody.
had huge views on that one.
All right, so we're going to check off running back. That's a good pick. I'm happy with it. Jerry's celebrating. He had a good night last night. Now we're on day 2.
So, question for you boys: do we have to draft
Mm-hmm.
these other 4 positions before we can draft anything else? I
What do you
think
mean?
so.
There's
Well,
So we
I
have-
think we
oh,
did.
We have
We did pick
have
up that extra
offensive line,
pick.
QB, LB, and TE, and we have
No, I get. You know what? I guess
we still have a ton of remaining picks now.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, no, those are just.
So those are freebies.
Those are anything.
we-
Those are freebies.
We have to use our picks first. We have to use our
Yeah,
picks
We have
first.
to use our picks first. Okay.
Hey, I
Certified
just want to
Sports
point
Talk comes
out.
in and says bad pick.
Well,
Well, you should-
you should have been in the
you
chat
should have been.
earlier.
You should have been here 2 minutes ago.
Well, we
You fuck.
gave that.
That was the
option.
chat.
That
pick,
was the
man.
chat's pick.
Yeah,
That was
sure
literally the
you.
chat's pick.
It's all right. It's all right. We're going to keep it going. And you know what?
I've never hated a comment
Look,
so much in my life.
Look at number
Oh.
56 though. The 2 picks before us. Man,
Oh.
I know.
R.I.P.
We could have got him.
Yeah, that's
He was
tough.
so close.
You know
Well,
what
that's
was
okay.
the damn, that's tough. That's actually probably there's a good chance he goes 1 to us, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the noise around it. So
But you
Okay.
see, in that case, I mean, there's a chance Cowboys may or may not trade back too early in the first round if that option's or a second round, sorry, and pick him up early on the second day, get another pick or something out of it because 26 for him is quite a reach.
wow.
It's too much. It's
Hey,
too
did you
much.
notice that Chandler Zavala has catapulted up the rankings now?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
70.
He was a third
Wow.
round not too long ago.
No, he was like 5th for
Really?
something
Wow.
crazy. Yeah. He,
Yeah,
he
well,
is
AJ,
pretty good
did you
though.
AJ, did you start the time?
Yep. Oh yeah, we're at 6
What are we
minutes
at?
here. 6
We're at
minutes.
6 minutes.
We're
Okay,
good.
okay, okay.
We're golden.
So
We're
okay,
golden.
so what do we have right now? I need to know
so
what we have
took
right now.
we took the running back. So we
took
still
running
have
back.
tight end, O line, QB, and linebacker.
These are all of
Okay.
our selections that we need to go through. Any
we-
of these three, or sorry, any of these centers
Ooh.
here do they have any guard potential, or do centers naturally have guard
Tibman.
potential?
I like
Yeah.
Titman. I don't know if he possibly could.
Looks like a
out
fucking
to guard.
bruiser. Look,
But,
get him up on Draft Buzz, AJ.
I have
Get him on
not.
Draft Buzz.
Oh, Mully, man, let's go. Done. Titman, welcome to the team. Daddy, you
Oh,
know
dude,
I like
he
Mully
does
boys.
look pretty cool, honestly, man. He's got that old
Him
soul,
and Cody
man.
Mach.
He looks cool, and he's got a cool last name. Like, he's an offensive lineman, and his last name's Tip Man. Like,
With
you're
two
gonna
P's
tip
and
someone
two
over.
N's?
Yeah, like that's.
So,
Man, I don't trust him here. He looks like
I
I'm
don't
trying to
trust
buy
him here.
insurance off him.
He looks like a clean cut.
Yeah, but
punk.
this is for the photo.
That's
shoot,
his
you know?
school. That's his freshman year. Although he looks like he's 45. That's his freshman year photo. And now with the other one, it's his dog in the trenches photo.
This is the first time
yeah.
I've ever went to Draft Buzz and been like let down a little bit.
Well, his pass
Look at this
blocking
pick
and his
here, though.
pass and run blocking are B quality. That's nice to see them at least be both B quality. I'm happy with him as a pick. It satisfies O linemen. He's that much ahead of Chandler Zavala, who also we could wait on and maybe get on our next pick. So
Our next pick's 80. So
Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. I just want to see what
just,
we have.
just tease us a little bit, AJ. Come on, tease us.
we
Yeah,
got Tucker Kraft.
Jesus.
Tease.
Dorian Williams
Shoemaker.
keeps popping up.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dorian Wi-
Shoemaker.
there's Dorian Williams. There's Ant's linebacker pick. Plug.
I mean, I just want to know more about Juice.
Juice.
Scruggs.
Scruggs, man.
Is this guy's name legal, Daddy? I don't
Got
think
the
our legal department
juice.
look- Got the juice, you scrugs.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, we're not
That's
going
a
to pick him
stud.
right now.
No.
Yeah,
Wait for
this
next
is a
round,
little.
you know? But hey,
Well, not if we pick Titman.
That's
yeah,
true.
not if we pick Titman.
Should I keep scrolling, boys? We're getting pretty.
No, I
Deep
mean
now.
we got
a lot of
Look
picks.
at all those picks we
I
got.
know.
Coming
I said we
out.
go up. And can you add a wide receiver just to the board, just for
Real-
my own physical health, my mental health?
You just want to see?
Yeah, well, you can keep them on with the other guys if you want to. I mean, I don't care.
No, we can't. We can put him as our next pick. But here's another thing I want to propose just while we're looking at these wide receivers: Nathaniel Down, Michael Wilson, Rashi Weiss, A.T. Perry still on the board. We have a trade option to go back to the Bengals.
Do we
Okay.
take
We
it?
got 3 minutes left here. I want to look at this quickly. It's a
Trade offer.
And then
Oh, they ain't giving us that. There you go.
Do-
Boom. Lock it in.
Do we take 131, drop back 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, we can maybe tag on 130,
Try it.
163 too. Oh
We're making deals,
my goodness. We're
Daddy.
stacking bills,
We're
baby.
wheeling and dealing, buddy.
Oh, we lost Anth, I think.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost Anthony. Hang on,
Okay,
I gotta
well,
fix. I gotta fix EJ's thing here.
You bring that back. I'm going to restart our time because now we've. So what we just did there is we added. Oh shit, we're stacking picks, bro.
No. There we go. There we go. There we go.
We
there
traded back 2. We picked up an extra. I don't know.
Fourth. I think that's a fourth rounder.
Fourth round.
Yeah.
Yep, fourth round pick. And in between us, Zach Charbonnet went. Oh well, we.
Oh my.
Oh,
That's all right. We already got our running back, so
we didn't
we're
need
good.
him. And then unfortunately, Joe Tippmann went.
Yep. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll
Yeah,
be back.
go for it. I'm gonna pull up the players that we need. Adam's gonna bring Anth back
Well,
here.
Ant's. I don't know. He's just there.
What do you mean? He's just
I don't know.
locked in cyberspace?
So it's just us right now.
No, I'm back. I think
There we go.
Well, I can hear you, but I can't see. Oh, there you are.
I'm back.
So
back.
Anth,
So you left the draft to just show up to your hotel room. Love it.
did you see the trade?
Did you see what we
I didn't
did?
hear anything. No. Shit was going wild
We
here.
traded back 2,
Oh,
and look
shit.
at all the dimey picks we got.
So we
I need to hear it.
So
Explain.
we traded back. Actually, we got 2 picks, didn't we, EJ?
Yeah. Actually, we
two
did. I think we
additional-
picked up a third.
Oh no, the
and a
first when we were in the
fourth,
first
maybe.
round. No, I was there for that.
No, we just did another.
No, we
trade.
just did
traded
another
back
one.
Oh, you guys
two.
did another one? Okay, I definitely wasn't there for that one.
Yeah. So now I think this is who we have to pick from. I think we can continue to trade back because
Oh
next
my
guy.
God, we lost Tipman though.
I know. That's a shitty
Oh
thing.
my
That's a shitty
goodness.
thing. They moved
Hey,
right out of
honestly,
Tucker.
though,
What have you idiots done?
truthfully,
Just
I
kidding.
I really like Zavala.
Let's just
I don't
take
know
him.
if,
We have.
yeah. I mean, I really like him. I think that he can be our guard,
It's okay,
and we
we-
can
we're
keep
still-
Tyler Smith out there at left tackle.
Jerry
him.
hasn't started running the clock yet, so
So what do we have here? What are we at? We've only taken the one pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna wait 8 minutes here. Let's get Zavala. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I think we get. I mean, we've already been running our time anyways. But I guess that reset. But let's get Zavala. I mean, that satisfies
like
the
this pick.
need. We still got 80, 90, 120, 129, 131, and I can't even see the other pick. So we're doing golden here. Let's take him.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the team, Chandler Zavala.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we are, not too far off. So I'm going to check off our. First, get our time started here. New 8 minutes. You're on the clock.
Are we waiting for ads right now, or
No, I think he's just dealing with the pup. But we can discuss.
Okay.
What's
I just
going on
had
with the-
some. I just had some in the meantime. If we were.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me grab this because I'm doing a giveaway on my Twitter channel or Twitter profile. If you follow me at Boys in the Zone, you can possibly win this if you retweet the post. And I'm actually tomorrow is the deadline for this. So let me grab it quick and I'll show you what it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think I know what it is, and I mean, I think I should be
Right.
exempt from it. But oh, look at that.
Let's see this. This
That
is
is
a
sick.
Cowboys starter windbreaker, Deion Sanders. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Starter windbreaker, Deion Sanders, vintage. So if you want a chance to win that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Boys in the Zone and retweet that post. It's pinned on my profile right now. So and we got ads back, perfect timing. So
EJ, I don't want to mess up your time, your deadline. Sorry, but if you extend it a little, that we can make a clip of that and then get it out to
Okay.
more more people. So maybe if you extend it to however long, we could get a clip for tomorrow, and then that way we can share it and give people a little bit more time to do it. So
yeah.
I don't know. We don't have to decide now. We can decide after, but just thinking about that. So.
Okay, yeah, go looks in it a little bit.
Sick, and this will be in the clip, so that's pretty cool.
All right, so what are we looking at? We got a QB on the board. I'm not a big Tanner McKee guy.
Yeah, why does this guy keep dropping so much?
And why is he so high in the first place?
I know.
He was a hard eval kind of because Stanford didn't really have any weapons around him. Their O-line wasn't really good, but he does have tools. I think that he could be, if you get him in the system behind somebody, like if you put him with Green Bay, you kind of had him behind Rodgers for a little bit, and you kind of got him up to speed with everything, and you got him in a good system, he could work out. I wasn't overly impressed with him, but I won't claim to be a QB guru. They're the hardest position to evaluate in general and get them right. So, I won't act like I know everything about the guy, but I wasn't super high on him. And if the Cowboys took him, I wouldn't be ecstatic, to say the least.
I ain't taking
Yeah,
that bitch.
6'6" is there again. I think that's too high for a quarterback. It's like kind of to me this
Like creative Madden player esque a little bit when you start
Well,
getting to that height.
it works for that, but I think like traditionally, I don't know how many quarterbacks over 6'5", and I know it's just a number and it might seem arbitrary, but there could be some real crisp stats out there that like suggest you get too tall and it's not. There's no statistical way that's shows.
I'll tell you a tall QB that the Cowboys had on their radar at one point. They really wanted him above Dak Prescott. His name was Paxton Lynch, and
He gone.
he didn't work out. So
He gone.
but don't compare it. It's hard to compare QBs anyways because it's such a volatile position as far as who works out and who doesn't, what system they get into, and who their coaches are and everything like that. So, what's our hit list? We got linebacker still. We have QB, and we have
QB,
we are not
linebacker,
lined
tight
up
end.
great. We are not lined up great, but this is fun. We're putting ourselves in position. We gotta be ready for draft day, draft weekend.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm
don't-
sorry. I was just coming to our boy Jeremy and Nilo's. I was getting his back because there's some controversy in chat about picking that halfback at first pick. And I said, look, we like Gibbs. We're standing behind you. We took him. You're the only one commenting. It's our hey. We stand behind our team.
hey,
Yeah, we stand behind our chat. He was the
Home-
guy in there, and that's what we did.
Hey, I'm happy
homeboy.
with
As far
Gibbs.
as
Yeah, I like Gibbs.
Gibbs
the
could
other-
end up being a fucking Hall of Famer.
the
Let's
other
go.
boys went on a bathroom break in the middle of our first round picks. So
Exactly.
he was
They-
in the
they
war
hate-
room and he
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
Gibbs. So
Yeah.
Look,
You wanted
I'm not
Gibbs.
getting. I wear a diaper to this. You know it.
And
And
actually,
if you're not doing it, then that's why you're out of the room. Okay.
Jerry likes Gibbs because he knows he's going to sell some jerseys, you know? Okay, linebacker, quarterback, tight end. What do we got? Tanner
Look.
McKee, welcome to the team.
well, I think
Why
that
is
there could be some good tight ends at the spot, in my opinion. Yeah, so Schoonmaker is a good option, or Schoonmaker, or Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker. He's a Michigan boy. Let's take him.
Scooting and booting.
My
Schoonmaker.
shit's so lagged. My shit's so lagged out right now, guys, that I'm just gonna sit in the sidelines here.
No, you're good.
That's
I think
okay.
it's between him and Dorian.
Yeah, Luke Schoonmaker, who we have taken before, 6'5", 251. None of his stats on the old PFF board here really stand out. His receiving is really good. He's an average blocker, it looks like. Not a lot of yards, though. Not a lot of catches. Dorian Williams, on the other hand, seems a little short. But
He's
it
a
seems like
smaller guy, but what I really like about Dorian Williams is he's a sideline to sideline player. And I would really like to see the Cowboys add a linebacker, like, in my opinion. I won't pretend like I've watched Luke Schoonmaker, but as far as the content creators and the guys that I watch as far as draft takes and stuff like that, they seem to like him a lot. And so I'm comfortable with making that pick either.
Okay.
I would say I would say that we go Schoonmaker Williams.
Yeah.
Because we got 80 and 90. Because well, actually, maybe it makes more sense to go Shoemaker because then in the next two picks we have oh fuck me, DeMarvion Overshawn,
DeMarvion Overshawn, yep.
linebacker, and then Ivan Pace Jr. linebacker, who are like number 4 and 5. Sorry, on
And
our
we
short
have
list.
And we have Ant's boy Noah Sewell as well down there.
Oh shit! Okay,
Oh, right
So
there. Okay.
let's go Shoemaker.
Yeah, I like Schoonmaker. Let's go ahead and lock that one in.
Let's Shoemaker this happen.
Wolverine, welcome to
got
the
it.
team.
Welcome to the team. So pick 80 here. We got our tight end. Check it off the list.
So
Boom.
now we have to pick a QB or a linebacker.
Man, we really killed ourselves with that. Why did you have to say QB?
I know. Well, we're pushing QB to the next fucking pick. That's for sure.
Just to add some
Maybe.
spice.
So we got 9. Yeah, I know. It's good. It's fun. I think Dorian Williams.
And had I
We'll keep on going down a little bit.
Yep.
Let's see who
Noah
the
Sewell.
top. Okay, so Jake Hayner, this guy is the next rated guy. He's accurate. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. He's a good in-system quarterback. I liked him a decent amount. I don't ever think that he's going to be a high starter, like one of those higher tiered starters at the next level. But I do think he's good, and he could be kind of a I don't even think he could be a Derek Carr. I'm trying to think of somebody that he would calm to at the next. I mean, I think that he can be a really good backup. Need him to start in the pinch, he can be good. So that's my take on Hayner.
he also kind of reminds. What is it? Tyler Hemlick.
Well, look.
Who's the dude from Washington, the Commanders, and then Trevor
Oh.
Heineke.
You're
Heineke?
talking about Taylor Heineke.
Not Trevor fucking Taylor.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
What I'm thinking here is linebacker. Oh shit!
Oh,
No, I did not reset that.
are you sure?
I did not reset that. No,
Because you're like, hey, we have 3. Oh no, you didn't reset it.
I
Yeah,
did not
okay,
reset
okay.
that. So let's say we got
Good.
2 minutes on the clock here.
Okay.
Uh,
Jeepers.
I know. I'm sorry. 2 minutes on the clock, but we're ready to make the pick. I think Williams makes the most sense, and then we pick.
I like
one of-
Williams.
then we pick Hayner or Clayton Tune. He's
Or
fallen
Dorian.
so much.
So Dorian Thompson, down there, the UCLA QB, he's also an option too. He's inconsistent to say the least, in my opinion. I didn't like him as much as some people do, as far as the Cowboy media. But I thought that he was good. He can run, he can make good throws, but I feel like he gets a little bit of tunnel vision. But we'll see. I think that we lock in our linebacker pick right here, and then we go QB next round.
And then we're free.
Yeah.
We got a lot of picks. Okay, that's way too far back. All right, let's do it.
And say Noah Sewell.
Noah Sewell.
Ooh.
Ant's in the chat right now because he can't get on because he's a punk.
Okay,
Ants is saying Noah. Wow.
Ant's saying Noah. So Ants, are you wanting us to lock in Noah Sewell
We trying to
for
get
this
the
pick, or we draft like right now? It's like you take Dorian Williams at what is he rated, 97, right, or ranked 97s, which matches more of our picking right now.
Have we picked Williams before in a draft? I feel like we have.
I think we have.
So in efforts to make it a little bit different, Overshone or Ivan Pace or Noah Sewell is our guys.
Okay,
so
so we
our first one we have picked Noah Sewell.
our
first,
first.
okay.
I like Williams. So no, maybe
I don't think we have not picked Williams. So this is the time.
Welcome
Okay,
to the
cool.
team, Dorian.
let's go
Bring 'em
Williams.
on.
I really like this pick.
Did I not say at the start of this draft that we were going to pick up Dorian Williams for Ants? We just did.
Boom.
Boom.
Boosh.
Welcome
Okay,
to the
now
team.
now we take a QB.
Now we have to
We're
take a
forced
QB.
into the QB pick at one trade,
Goodness.
or there's no trade option.
Why don't we just take Stetson Bennett?
Hey, they moved up Clayton Tune for me.
Yeah, I would say I would take
We-
Tune over all of these guys.
Okay, well, let's take him.
consistently.
But we've already took him. So in efforts to
Hayner.
get somebody different, honestly, let me sell you on this.
Okay.
Cowboys have brought this guy in for a visit, and it's Aiden O'Connell. If you scroll down a little bit, he's one of those guys that is married. He's pro's pro. He'll come in there. He's actually pretty solid statistically, as far as his last 2 years go. If you want to get a guy that's going to be a really solid Dak, I don't know if he'll ever be a starter. I don't know if he has that type of talent, but I actually liked Aiden O'Connell quite a bit. So he's an option here.
And say pace with 4 exclamation marks.
Oh, we've already picked. Sorry,
We've
Ian.
already picked.
My
He's even lagged in chat.
my biggest selection, or my biggest thing for quarterback, I think, is we've got Dak, who's the starter for potentially the rest of his career here, and that could go for 8 years or whatever.
You didn't even start the timer again.
Okay, let me. I'll just go with this one. Well, I don't even know what round. Oh, round 4. Okay, there we go. So we're still. We'll still make it this.
We'll hit it. Yeah.
Back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I have to let you know that you
Dak
didn't do
is.
that.
Yeah, no, you do absolutely.
I think I'm going to start doing it.
Dak. Yeah, you should. Dak is going to be here long term. Then we have Rush right now, who's a damn good backup, and has been here long enough. So I'm looking for someone who's going to actually have the highest ceiling potential, not someone who's going to come in and fill a backup role, because I want to try to catch lightning in a bottle if it's going to be there.
So I think the
Bryce
highest
Young.
potential is either Clayton Tune or DTR. So Jerry, it's your floor is yours. You pick your
And
Have
Ant
we
QB.
picked-
Ant
have we
say-
picked Tune?
Ant says AJ, grow up.
Have we picked Tune or Dorian?
we have
Thompson?
picked Tune. We haven't
Okay.
picked Dorian Thompson
Let's go with
Robinson.
this
So
dude. 163
BPA. BPA.
for us, and then we're free. We're free. We're unlocked.
and then we're free. Yep.
Do we take DTR or do we take Jake Hauner?
Hayner.
I mean,
Hayner, they're right at the same amount.
we know what we're gonna go to.
Yeah, this is all gonna. This all comes down to draft buzz.
It comes down to a little photo op. We We got 3 minutes here, just enough time.
Just gonna say, Jay Kaner looks like a kind of
Oh
like
my
a weed.
God.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. He looks like he's going to help you at Best Buy.
I don't want this on my team.
Okay.
he looks like he could be
That one.
in Star Trek or something. You know.
Fuck. He's a red shirt from Star Trek. You're absolutely right.
Am I in?
mean,
Am I in?
I'm not even looking at anything else.
We're
Finally.
Throwing the helmet. Oh, where was that?
Oh, Ant's back.
Yeah, we got to go DTR, man.
Ant could not hold off. DTR Ant, or do you want Jay Kaner?
Let me just pull up Hayner so you.
I need looks here. Yeah, I need to see some peeps. But the Wi-Fi here in the hotel is fucking terrible, so I had to go.
So there's Jake.
That's
I'm-
cellular depth.
We're in no rush. We got 2
Jake,
minutes.
Star Trek red shirt Hayner, or
So on a
fucking DTR. Just saying DTR feels way better.
I need to see DTR here.
And I would move Cooper Rush no matter what.
I need to see DTR. Can I get a DTR?
Into position 3. Oh yeah. We're taking
DTR.
Dorian. We're taking Dorian. DTR.
I think DTR.
2 back-to-back Dorians. Welcome to the team.
I didn't even
DTR
notice.
down to Rumble.
Down to Rumble.
Hey, I love it.
Couldn't get Bijan Robinson, so we got DTR. Fuck you.
DTR down to Rumble, baby.
Down
okay,
to Rumble.
we're unlocked. We have 4 more picks.
We have 4 more picks.
Oh,
that
finally.
We can do
More picks?
whatever we want.
Yeah, we made some good trades, bruh. And
So-
now,
There's 4 picks still?
we have 129 and 131, so we got 2 picks in the next 3. This is going to be good. We're open.
Okay.
So
what do you want?
I haven't watched Kobe Turner or Corey Trice, but I've heard good things about both guys. They're on my short list to watch here soon.
There is juicy Scruggs right there, though. Just putting that out. Although we've already picked an O-line, you missed it, but that's okay.
No, sorry.
Parker
there's-
Washington's down there. Let's see the other wide receivers.
This is the guy Ant's got me jacked up about is Bryce Ford Wheaton at
Wheaton, baby.
157. Keep that in mind. This guy's
We're taking Wheaton.
exceptional.
Scroll down a little bit.
Not right now, but we have enough picks that Wheaton's on our team.
Sorry, EJ. I'm just going back to the.
No, you're good. I just wanted to check if there's one wide receiver.
Oh.
There.
Let me go back there.
I just don't know how low they have this guy. Maybe keep going. Okay. Nah, I think he's been picked.
Okay.
He's
Who
been
was
janked.
it?
It was Palmer from Nebraska.
Okay, so Kobe Turner, Corey Trice, those are 2 guys who are a position of need. There's Juice.
Juice, yeah, Scruggs. Jeremy Anello in chat saying Mingo is a beast. He gives me Dez vibes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who can play on the outside, unlike a lot of the receivers in this class.
Do we only
He's
have
definitely
22
an
seconds
option.
left on our on our timer there, Dada.
No.
Oh
Where's
goodness.
that going now? No. I did. Look, you definitely. You're at the time.
I will be taking over timer.
I don't
for
care about
moving
time. I
forward.
care about looking at these boys.
He's too busy creeping on them boys.
I don't know. What do you guys think is the bigger need out of defensive interior and cornerback?
We haven't
Defensive
taken
interior.
defensive interior. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think defensive interior is huge here.
Kobe
Kobe
Turner's on
Whoever's
our
top,
team.
whoever's the
this
top
guy.
rated defensive, just take whoever's the best
Yeah.
defensive interior
Yeah,
here.
right there.
Yeah.
Kobe Turner.
Boys, we're playing with house money right now. Like, come on.
Yeah, but we this is a huge need, and that's someone you have to take there.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Let's do it.
It's a good pick.
Hey,
Great
wait!
pick.
Before you lock it in,
Yeah.
press his profile. I just want to see his
I wanna see what he looks
weight.
like.
Yeah, hey EJ's learning.
And then
We're all
bring up
about the
draft-
looks around here.
and bring up draft buzz.
290. Man,
296.3. Ooh, I like it.
I know this
Oh,
guy.
290. I'd like a little bit heavier.
This
but
guy
at
was
6'3",
on my. This guy was on my list.
Here's what
I-
oh,
like.
this guy was
Yeah.
this guy was on AJ's
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
This guy was on
Yeah.
AJ's list.
Yeah.
I
like
love
him.
this dude.
Yeah, Kobe Turner. Well, loved him so much that he forgot that he was on his list until he saw the photo.
I know. I told you.
I
So-
only I'm just kidding, AJ.
just by measurables, I think that this guy is more of a.
Hands are frozen.
Well, I just think he's more of a 3-tech, which means that he's more of the defensive tackle that's supposed to get the
Yeah.
pass rush.
Not the
So he's
run
not going to
stopper.
be exactly. So he's not going to be the run stopper just
One
by his
tech will get
measurables.
the
But
run stopping.
But go
like
back,
I
if you
said,
go
I
back-
haven't watched film on him, so I don't know.
Go back to his photo. He looks like he's gonna party after he tackles.
This is the dude, when we were talking about him, who I could not find his date of birth anywhere.
Oh yeah, you couldn't find out how old he was. We said anywhere from 20 to 45.
Yeah, he could be a 45-year-old man who's just an athletic freak.
And look at that smile there, and then the top two photos, number 2 and 98. He's like fucking just showing you he's fucking coming here to play.
Take him?
That's the Aaron.
Yeah,
Rodgers.
we're gonna take him. Let's do it.
Yeah, we have to take him.
Yeah.
Turner, welcome to the team.
I like him.
Lock him in.
Go ahead.
FNA. Boosh! And we got another pick
FNA,
right
baby.
here. We got the other pick right here.
Boom.
So
We can take our
here
corner.
we go. Yeah, I think this is now we got to go corner.
So who's Corey Trice? Let's have a quick look at him.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Corey
pull
Obi
up
Trice.
his picture.
Have you guys know his
6'3",
brother Obi?
206.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I just said.
Obi Trice.
Corey Obi Trice.
I was just about to say.
Oh yeah. I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
look at that. Yeah, I like the flow.
Ooh.
I like that they have a draft combine photo. there.
Sherman-esque.
Oh yeah, very,
Get
very.
the fuck out of here.
Where is he? Right there. How do you spell Noe? Okay.
Did we try? I was lagging out pretty bad, but did we try to trade back to get Tippmann and then he got drafted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we
Okay.
traded back,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, he's not gonna be taken. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
We
you,
traded with the
Tippmann, you little
Bengals
bitch.
that literally picked Tippmann.
Yeah, the Bengals fleeced us.
I heard like every third or fourth word that was being said, and I was sitting there trying to listen, and then I was like, "Fuck this, I'm
Yeah,
out."
no wonder you were so quiet. I was like, this is bizarre.
40 time here, guys. 4.4.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm down for
That's
this guy,
good.
man.
That's
Yeah.
good.
This gives us
Are
depth.
we in the fourth or fifth right now?
We're in the fourth ends, but
Fourth round.
We're on our like 9th.
That's
pick.
pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're getting a CB in the fourth that can run a 4.4, and what was his size?
6'3".
He's 6'3".
Yeah, that's a very
206.
very good pick.
This is a
Wait.
DQ pick right here, man.
That's a
Oh.
DQ pick. To a prototypical 100%. Good call, EJ.
Corey
That is
Obi Trice, welcome to the team.
that's as DQ pick as it gets right
Yeah,
there.
love it. Oh, now. Oh, Scruggs is still there.
Scruggs is still there.
We don't need him.
Ooh.
We don't need him. But we're
We
open
went
now.
first.
We're
Didn't we go?
freemen.
Didn't we
Whoa.
go first round? We went first round, kind of that position, didn't
Yeah.
we? We went.
No, we
Off-
went
offensive
halfback.
guard.
Halfback.
First round, we went Gibbs.
Oh,
yeah.
Gibbs. Sorry, second
Or
round.
actually,
we
second
went-
round,
Our-
top of the second.
Top of the second, we went Gibbs. Next, we went Chandler Zavala, guard.
Okay, so Zavala.
guard,
Sorry,
yep.
so our second pick was Zavala. So
Tight
I mean,
end.
and you could always hedge your Zavala pick with Scruggs.
And not only that, but Biotis is on his last year of his deal. So if you want to get this guy in the system and get him ready for next year to take control after Biotis leaves, or if we don't retain him,
Yep.
then we got him.
It's not.
I-
It might not be a terrible thing.
Let's check wide receivers though. I am
Yes,
curious.
Ooh.
And Go is still there.
Oh, you already got AJ and I go. Oh, AJ, our
he's
guy's
gone.
gone. Where'd he go?
He went to the Browns.
That's
The
where we-
Browns.
Go rest in peace in fucking Cleveland.
Yeah. You were-
We'll get you in 2 years when you're a free agent.
We'll get you in on the free agency wire.
Go down a little bit.
Say
On
hi
the
to
wide
Amari
receivers.
for me.
Puka Nakua. I talked about him before. Higgins.
Higgins.
I
Okay.
just-
Well, let's go to those guys with our next pick. We got one more pick that's like five.
Yeah, I mean,
169. So
I'm down. So what's our biggest need right now? Are we gonna go with the center, or are we?
shit. I mean,
I wouldn't mind an edge.
but do we risk another Fiocco?
No, I was thinking Jose
That's
Ramirez.
risky.
What's the word on Ramirez? I got a good feeling about him.
Ooh, I have
6'2".
no idea.
Let's take a look. At it. Let's do it. Let's do an eyeball
This
test.
feels like a picture
This
pick
is an
right
eyeball
here.
test.
This is a window shopper pick right now.
Jose
Well, that's
Ramirez, the
obviously-
baseball
player.
player.
Well, it looks like he's really good at baseball.
Another baseball to football player, man.
I thought you should go draft buzz because that's kind of our.
Yeah, but Draft
litmus-
Buzz gives a
a call. Yeah,
not always the best photo.
I want whatever. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Ooh.
You know,
Uh,
Nice
I
jumper
don't
on him.
like him.
Let's see
Nice
that
buns,
last
but-
pick. Like He's buns of steel.
He
That's
looks
what,
like
that's
he
all we
looks
can
like
go
the
off.
he looks like the Wish version of that one guy that was on EJ's big board.
I'm not into Ramirez.
No, neither am I. I had a good feeling about him. Not anymore.
Nah, not with the name. Not with Jose.
Yeah.
Did we look at Scruggs?
Yeah, we.
Jose Ultra Cowboy Ramirez. What?
You're gonna start calling him that.
Oh my!
Ultra
It's
Cowboy,
actually
yeah.
it's actually Ultra.
I
Hey,
mean,
you said we wouldn't get to him. Well, look who showed
oh
up.
yeah, I want juice. The juice is on.
I like the juice.
Look at that,
I'm
no.
juice me up,
Look
baby.
at that photo right there. Your top 3 photos. You got a Penn State fucking
No, get the shirtless
tarps
one.
off. Tarps off.
Yeah,
fucking
get that one jacked
looking
up on us.
yoked.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to the team,
Welcome to the
Juice.
team, Juice.
Yeah, we're Scrug boys.
Hey,
We are Scrug boys.
hey, Juice, you just lubricated yourself right onto the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the team.
Hey, keep that shirt off, Scruggs, because you're getting juiced onto the Cowboys right now. Yeah, there.
Hey, just in time. Okay, our last pick.
Wide receiver.
I say
Was that the timer that just
Yeah,
went
the
off?
timer from 3 rounds ago.
No, that was our
Perfect.
5-minute timer. Here's our
All
last
right.
pick.
Let's check wide receivers. Let's check running backs. And yes, and I do want to double dip at running back. And
Okay.
if
Not a bad
if
double
there's somebody
dip.
good enough,
Running back's not a bad double dip at this point because Gibbs could end up being a
that
bust.
so that's
It's not a
Mitchell
bad
kid.
double dip.
Press this Mitchell kid. He's
Ooh.
legit.
He's a pirate?
Just and as we're looking at him for a second, just
Ooh, daddy like
Rojo's could be a bust, TP20 could be a bust, and then our Gibbs could be a bust. So you are absolutely right. We want to be like fucking Scrooge McDuck diving into a coin-filled halfback room. That's what we want.
EJ, look
That's
how
why we
tiny
signed
this
Derrick
guy
Henry.
He's tiny, but he is fast, dude, and he's shifty.
is. But we already got lightning. Where are we gonna
Okay,
have
hey,
lightning?
hey.
Lightning?
Hey, dude. Hey,
Hey.
hey,
179. Ooh,
do an
risky.
eyeball test. Do an eyeball test. I can't
need
make
to
my
see this
decision
guy.
off
Pull
of
him
some
up.
sort of
If you want-
ECU logo.
I don't dislike Gray as well from Oklahoma too. He's an option.
I
Okay.
need to see these
He
guys.
looks thick. Gray?
McIntosh, another.
59207. Okay. He had a good year last year, it looks like.
I want a nice short halfback with fucking tree trunk legs. Give me some tree trunk Google.
This
images
dude,
here.
this dude is stout.
Sorry.
Ad likes the tree trunks.
Oh,
He wants some thick. Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, AJ just. fell in love.
Ads down.
I'm down.
you,
AJ
Adam.
Yeah, and AJ just fucking.
I don't know. I think we're kind of getting a little bit of like.
No.
Mm.
Oh, a Texas boy. So
Right.
he plays with.
Transferred out by the looks of it.
I mean, I like
Or
this
no, that was
guy
Tennessee.
better.
Yeah, Tennessee. I thought it was
That's
Texas.
Tennessee. Yep.
But boys, let's look at
Let's check out the wide receivers,
wide
too.
receivers too. Let me just
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
these running backs
Hey,
off.
wide receivers aren't even on the board with our running back, Bubba.
We got 3 minutes left here. Sorry.
Ronnie
My worst
Bell.
thing about me always just doing the 4-round mock drafts is like,
You miss these dimes that are
Well,
like
yeah.
fucking just sitting back in the. in
well,
the
I just don't
sewers.
know the names. I don't know the names enough.
Yeah.
Ronnie.
I mean,
Bell.
Ronnie Bell sounds like a
Sounds like a
made-up
weight-
name. So
Sounds like a weightlifter. Ronnie Coleman.
Keep going down a little bit. I just want to see
Yeah.
all these names. Puka
So he likes
Nakua still
Puka.
there. Elijah Higgins.
Is Puka Nacua?
Jadakiss. Oh my goodness.
Jadakiss on. I mean, you know, if we were going one more round, we'd be picking Jadakiss.
Go down to Douglas. I'm into that guy, honestly.
Where was he? Did I miss him?
Go up.
Hey boys, we could trade.
Oh, there he is. Look,
Or
Good trade.
Here's the question. It's 169. Do we want to drop all the way down to 262?
No.
No.
No. So
Well, that's just a ranking. I just
That's
pull
a
up,
ranking,
get
sure.
get a face shot on this guy. I just
Yeah,
want
Demario Douglas. Let's see what he looks like.
well, first it's a body look. 5'8", 179. I don't even want to look at this.
you know, Jerry, TJ, you've been around long enough that if Jerry sees 5'8", sub 185,
Oh,
it ain't happening.
I mean,
Oh,
hey,
man.
It's not coming on the tape.
5'8", but fucking like that. That looks like a killer instinct on him right
No,
now.
I don't want a high schooler student out there.
He doesn't want to fucking. He doesn't want the friend of the hero.
Oh, gosh.
He wants the fucking hero.
I'm sorry. Hey, that
University.
All right,
This
hey.
isn't University Part 2.
no. If
I'm
it's-
down. Listen, I'm down for Gray. I think that he can nice complimentary back at this level. So
Let's do it.
2 halfbacks. We're getting crazy out here, boys.
I kind of like the double halfback because I can't wait to post this tomorrow and go to battle all day with people.
Yeah. Hey.
Click
Yeah.
Okay, so Gray, we got a minute left. Are we going to take Gray? This is our last pick, and we picked
Let's
a
do it.
lot.
If people hated Bijan at 1, they're gonna hate Gibbs at 2.
Oh,
I trade
fuck
back.
yeah.
I
No,
can't
no,
wait.
no, everything
no.
that happened.
No, Gibbs was our number 1 pick.
I took Gray. Woo!
Back,
Here we
though.
go. Here comes our grade.
Right.
Now-
right.
Real quick, let me just recap.
A- trade.
Or
Okay.
Adam, why don't you recap? You can read better than me.
Okay, recap the team.
No, recap the rounds just for anyone who's listening, and then we can go back and talk about it. And I'll scroll through.
Okay, so part of the rules for this draft was we all picked what we needed to draft: an O lineman, linebacker, QB, halfback, and tight end.
Running back.
We had to
Halfback.
pick those ones first before we
so
ever
we had-
went to an Indy.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had to pick those 5 positions. We had a spin the wheel to see what Chat got to pick. It landed on round 1. Chat picked Gibbs, so Gibbs was our first round pick. But technically, we got him in the second round because we traded back with an A- trade.
That's a good trade. That's good.
That was
a
a
good
good
trade.
Killer
guys.
trade.
And then we got a D- for picking Chandler Zavala. Hey, guess what? Fuck you, whoever grades us.
But in those 2 trades, we picked up 4
Average
extra
B
picks.
plus.
Yes. and then we were looking to take Tittman because we're like, oh, Tittman, we'll be able to get him by just trading back a couple spots. Traded back a couple spots. The Bengals fleeced us. We got 3 picks.
No, round 3.
Round 3. So we picked him up in round 3.
No, sorry. I'm
Sorry,
just saying, say the rounds. Say the
Okay,
rounds
I
while
will.
you're doing
Sorry,
it.
but I was explaining the trade first, and then I was gonna say then.
I know,
we
but you
picked-
haven't said the rounds. I was just trying to cue you to say the rounds, and then I fucked it up. So now I'm just coming out behind baseball and just
He's tapping me like this. I'm like, oh, does he want another drink? Just grab another drink. So we traded back. We lost our Tittman to the Bengals. They fleeced us.
yeah.
But we picked up round 3, 80th pick. Some say Schoonmaker, some say Schoonmaker, some say he's on our team, but he got a C grade. Dorian Williams, linebacker.
Hey, what is that?
That's Ant's
Left arm, baby.
low grade bicep flex. We got an A
Called
minus.
linebacker. That's called linebacker, baby. A-, son.
I really
called-
like that
Good
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great pick. Great spot for the pick. Also, too,
90th overall.
I called it at the beginning that we're gonna pick Dorian Williams on Ant's linebacker trade. So it's like this weird brotherly kind of.
And then we went with another
Great cut.
Dorian right after.
And then we went with DTR down to Rumble, Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Down to
in round
Rumble.
4
Double dip at Dorian's.
at 120. We got a
D2,
D.
baby.
I think that's
But
the
we had to. We may have waited for quarterback, but we had to pick the quarterback to unlock us so we could start drafting other positions.
Yeah,
Yep.
so here's my only
DTR.
when I'm looking at our board here, we could have picked Kobe, Obi, Trice, Turner. Sorry. we could have picked Kobe Turner at that pick, and it probably would have been an A plus.
Yeah.
And then we could have got our down to Rumble in the pick, but whatever. We still got our
Yep.
guys that we wanted. They're both on the
Yep,
team.
yep.
On our third round 4 pick was Corey Obi Trice. Got a C minus again. Fuck you. But two sleeper picks of the draft.
2 sleepers
Oh,
to
gosh.
get us back to that B plus
Juice.
grade, baby.
Motherfucking scrubs.
Big sleeper.
Nation.
That 166.
Great.
Scruggy.
Dang.
And Eric,
Scruggy Nation, son.
and Eric Grayman at 169. 2 A picks to bring us
Hey.
into a B plus. And that's what we want to do in CanFan Nation. We can't have just a fucking A plus draft. That's
We actually got-
realistic. We got some
and we
dogs
got-
on the team.
I
We
like
got some
it.
pretty good grades, honestly, minus Zavala and the quarterback, and you always reach on quarterbacks. So, I mean,
Yeah,
solid draft.
Absolutely. And it was fun. We put ourselves in a position where we had to try to make smart picks. And one thing I think is interesting, we kind of were picking BPA, but we did make some decisions where we waited because we knew we had to pick the next pick and we saw them coming up. So that was a lot of fun.
Boys.
Yep.
It made it more strategic. And then it was fun that we picked up like 4 extra picks so we could just unlock the beast and go
The
at it.
the best part about this for us is trying to learn about new players. And on this board, there's only one guy we've drafted in any of our other 6 mock drafts, which was Williams,
No.
Dorian Williams.
No,
I
He's
don't
the
think
only
we
guy
have.
that fit.
No, we didn't. We looked.
We didn't do
Yeah,
Williams.
These are all new boys.
How much do you guys want to wager on that?
We already brought it up. We looked at all the.
He already pulled
previous
up
drafts.
the screenshots.
We never took Dorian Williams.
We never
No,
took
No.
it.
here's our drafts from
We haven't.
from 1 through 6 here. Number 2,
Oh, we took him at some point.
3.
We were so close to picking him one time, but we
4,
never did.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe we went Sewell.
Yep.
We almost okay. Wow. So we didn't take anyone that we've ever taken.
Actually, sorry, Chandler Zavala we took in this draft.
there he
here.
is. Yep.
Yep.
Guess what? We got a D from him last time, and they're like, "Why the fuck are you guys picking?" We got a D minus. D minus. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Hey,
but I
he
will
puts
say,
he puts the D in Chandler.
Yeah, but sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna point out. I will say though is that he's moved up the draft board, so that actually 4th round
Yeah.
pick of him first time
True.
was actually a great pick.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Yeah, you're right. So outside of our, a B plus grade. I think in terms of value and packaging, this draft that we did, I'm like this
was
is
a great
this,
one,
This
man.
this is a good. I would be very happy with this.
Just sit back again. I always like to say this, and I've said it once before. Look at the draft board. I'm going to scroll through slowly, take it in, and then just tell me how you'd feel at the end of the on what is it, Sunday morning or Monday morning?
Yep.
Oh, EJ right at the end finally completes the circle of trust, and he puts his hat on.
Yep, I had to.
Bass Pro, nice. Hey,
So-
any
Yes, sir.
final words before we get out of here, guys?
No, for me, I'm super happy. I think we covered a lot of needs and a lot of players who are more like
We drafted an entire NFL team.
I
in this
know.
draft.
but there's a lot of players who are don't have that huge high ceiling ability, but a lot of people think highly of them. And so let's just see how they work on the field. I'm ready to get out there in the summer here in Oxnard. Now I want to see these boys run out there hot in the summer, sweating.
Ooh, I want to see them
you know,
sweat.
getting ready to play when AT&T Stadium opens its doors for the public.
So one thing I would say about this draft is it's very balanced as far as defense and offense and what we got. And I think that we got some good value as far as trading back, getting Gibbs.
yeah.
Zavala is one of those guys that has catapulted up draft boards. Luke Schoon is really good. Dorian Williams, side-to-side linebacker. DTR, a backup possible starter later in his career. And then those other guys are solid depth pieces for now, but they can eventually flourish in this. So
DTR starting over is going to start over Cooper Rush. If
DTR
Dak
might be my most now that we've done this. DTR might be my most. I want to see where he ends up going. Down to Rumble. Down to Rumble, like that's a guy I'm married to for the rest of my life.
As I'm going to sleep tonight, I'm watching DTR highlights.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, ooh, maybe he's the second round.
Maybe he's the second round. Were we sleeping?
Okay, so I'm gonna call us out. Obviously, we're gonna be back on Sunday because that's how we do. We got the Sunday service. We don't know what time yet. Sunday service is gonna be happening. EJ Savage, give us a shout out. Let me know where people can find you.
Yeah, just Boys in the Zone on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me. Retweet that pinned post because you could possibly win this Deion Sanders windbreaker.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bandwagon boys, you guys had a good night tonight? I had a good night.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it
It
was
was
good.
great.
It was fun.
I like
out
when
a bit,
Ant wasn't
but-
talking for a bit.
No. Fuck you, you. Fuck you, you. Okay, we will be back Sunday night, guys. Blast.
Peace.